SBC Media Partners presents Selinsgrove Seals Football. Selinsgrove Seals Football on SBC Sports Live.
Welcome to YouTube followers. Welcome to SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Getting ready to bring you the Selinsgrove Seals and the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. We just went through the starting lineups for both teams. Again, for the Seals, Amato, quarterback Rice and Fegley in the backfield, receivers Teets and Neidick, tight end Bettle. Up front, Hoffman, Magnuson, Dressler, Peters, and Portwood for the Selinsgrove Seals offense. And on the defensive side, the corners, Fordyce and Neidick. The safety is Teets. Linebackers, Bettle, Rice, Hoffman, and Dressler. Blake Dressler on the defensive end, along with Sheltman. You also see Peters and Portwood for the Selinsgrove Seals. Now, this series goes back 56 matchups. Selinsgrove still leads the all-time series, 40 wins, 15 losses to 1 tie. Jersey Shore won only 2 games against the Seals from 1999 to 2011 until Tom Gravish, head coach for the Bulldogs, took over in 2012. And after dealing with an 0-10 season from the Bulldogs, the Seals are now 10-12 against Jersey Shore, with Shore winning 7 games in a row before a tie in Week 3 and a Seals win in district playoffs back in the 2023 season. Since 2018, the Bulldogs have outscored the Seals 423 to 196. Shore has won both matchups last season. First one, they won 55-21 in Week 3, and then came back in the district playoff game and won that one 48-7. So we know the task ahead of us for the Selinsgrove Seals. This has been a good rival between these two teams, and after a very dominating beginning part of this series, it's been the Jersey Shore Bulldogs as of late. Now looking offensively for the Seals, after rushing for 105 yards in Week 1, Brett Rice was held to just 34 yards on 10 carries, 26 of them coming on 1 carry. The 26-yard run was the only explosive play of the night for the Seals a week ago against Twin Valley. Rocco Amato completed 10 passes, but only for 46 yards, and he was sacked 4 times. Amato started the game versus Juniata, completing 8 of his first 11 passes for 105 yards, but finished the game 3 for 11 for just 19 yards, and he fell into the same difficulty against Twin Valley. He connected 4 of his first 6 passes for 34 yards, but finished 5 for 12 and just for 12 yards. Wyatt Teets caught 4 passes, but just 19 yards, and that backs up a 6 reception game against Twin Valley or against Juniata for the senior Wyatt Teets. On the defensive side, Wyatt Teets led the Seals 11 tackles from his safety position. Owen Hoffman and Logan Dressler combined for 13 tackles. Twin Valley only completed 7 for 17 passes for 187 yards, averaging over 26 yards per completion, though, including touchdown passes of 48 and 78 yards. The Seals' run defense allowed 418 yards on the ground, 10 explosive run plays, touchdowns of 18, 21, 25, 38, and 76. So again, the motto tonight for the Selinsgrove Seals is obviously to eliminate those big plays, and a lot of those, what we were just starting to talk about, get off those blocks, get pressure on the quarterback, make those tackles, make those plays. That's what Selinsgrove's looking for the recipe here tonight to try to upset a very good Jersey Shore Bulldog team.
Well, and last week I talked to Coach Troy Hess before the game, and he said defensively, we just got to make the tackles. We got to get there, wrap up. Can't let them break. And honestly, I thought they did a good job last week with that. So maybe improvement on that. Maybe we get there in the backfield, get there more closer to the line of scrimmage. Some of those tackles last week were a little more downfield, creating better situations and opening up the playbook for Twin Valley. But maybe tonight, Selinsgrove's more at the side, the line of scrimmage, making those tackles again like they did last week. The one thing, too, Pat, when I looked at Jersey Shore warming up, not near the size of Twin Valley. There was a massive difference in stature with Twin Valley last week versus Selinsgrove. That offensive line for Twin Valley was huge. It was mobile. It was well coached. That's probably everything that we're going to see out of Jersey Shore, except not the body mass. Maybe that helps the situation, too, for Selinsgrove. Maybe this defense really has a big night and lets this offense, mature as the game goes on as well. And you never know. It's high school football. These are high school kids. Anything can happen.
It's Friday night under the lights here at Harold L. Bullock Memorial Field as the Seals getting ready to take the field. And the Jersey Shore Bulldogs have already done that. Here are the Selinsgrove Seals looking to get the first win of the night. Let's take our final break, come back, get ready for the opening kickoff, and hear from Ryan about what's going to seal the deal for victory for the Selinsgrove Seals. This is Seals Game Day on Eagle 107 and Eagle107.com.
Buy the best pre-owned vehicle from the area's #1 certified pre-owned Ford dealer, Selinsgrove Ford. Selinsgrove Ford at the bridge in Selinsgrove and at Selinsgroveford.com.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the third nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
Big moments deserve big celebrations. The Polished Party Place in Selinsgrove delivers. With shelves of stylish decorations, your event will shine. Plan with Polished Party Place. Custom themes and flawless details. Here or wherever you are celebrating. Weddings, showers, receptions, graduation parties, birthdays, and so much more.
Whether tailgating at the stadium before the game or watching from the comfort of your own home, Wise Markets has you covered. Wise Markets, the official grocer of Penn State football.
At J.J. Powell, we know keeping your home warm shouldn't be a hassle. With Easy Pay, you get capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery, so you can relax and take it easy. Don't wait. Join online at jjpowell.com or call 800-432-0866 today. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
Remind me to
set kickoff for the Seals, number 52, Logan Dressler. Back to returns number 3, Porter Reinhardt, and number 6, Carson Watkins for the Bulldogs.
get ready for the opening kickoff. The Seals will kick it away to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs as Logan Dressler will do the kicking chores for the Seals. As Selinsgrove football is underway on Eagle 107, Eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Return man Watkins up the right side, outside of the numbers, gets to the sideline and tackled at the 29-yard line by the Seals. Want to let you know that wraps up Seals Game Day, driven by Sunbury Motors with Ford Hyundai's in the North 4th Street Auto Plaza in Sunbury, and Sunbury Motors Kia's routes 11 and 15 on the Strip in Hummel's Wharf. So the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, we know they'll go with the up-tempo as they will line it up, and they'll keep coming at you. They do it now without a huddle, and it's a first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Quick handoff off to the right, hitting the backfield, driven to the turf. Seals up to the challenge that time. Blake Dressler along with Jack Peterson on stop for the Seals.
And that's exactly what we just talked about before the break. Getting that initial contact, the tackle at the line of scrimmage or better and securing it. No gain there. Great job by Peters.
And right back at it are the Bulldogs. This time going to go left with the pitch. The ball's on the turf, and it's going to be recovered by the Seals. The Selinsgrove Seals come away with their turnover on the errant pitch. And that looks like that was Logan Dressler on the fumble recovery for the Seals.
That first fumble recovery of the season, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we had any in the first 2 games. This is exactly what Selinsgrove need to do. Get some penetration, meet guys around the line of scrimmage, shore up the tackles. But right there, that was all pressure. That was in the backfield, created the fumble. And man, what a presence of mind there just to pick it up and or just to get on it and maintain control. Selinsgrove, great field position to start the game just outside the 22-yard line.
Line up down, 1st and 10. They'll go with the I formation with receivers to each side. Teets to the right, Neidig to the left. Blitz coming by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Deep man, that's going to be Rice. Nothing there. Blown up, never had a chance. Loss of 1. It'll be a 2nd down. Make it 2, 2nd down and 12 as it close back to the 25-yard line on the carry by senior Brett Rice. Do a lot of things up front. They come out in that 5-2 to the Bulldogs. They brought another guy up to the line of scrimmage. That was the first look they give us on this one. Wide receivers, Teets side once again. Teets will be to the left this time. Rocco Amato under center. 12 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. 2-step drop. Looking. Gets the pressure. Now gets rid of it. Trying to throw it to tight end Bettle. Well defended by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. That's Pauling on the coverage. Falls incomplete. And it's a 3rd down and 12 for the Seals.
And that's not on Amato. That's not on the offensive line. Offensive line did a good job. That was seconds in the pocket for Amato. And just nobody open. You just got to give that the coverage for Jersey Shore. They were all over would-be receivers and targets for the Seals.
Seals stuck in a 3rd down. They do it at the Jersey Shore 24-yard line after they recovered a Jersey Shore fumble. 3rd down and long. 2 wide receivers to the left. Amato takes the snap. A lot of pressure. Get rid of it. Looking for Neidig in back of the end zone. Makes the catch at the goal line. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Well, it's hard for us at that angle to tell, but I'd love to see the replay on that one. A zoomed-in replay. But, man, what an adjustment to even come up with that catch. I like the quick pass call there. I think Selinsgrove knew the pressure was going to be coming, and it did. It came from the far side, but the play was ran here to the near side, so it worked out perfect. Good throw, good catch, but according to that official, just outside the lines.
As Neidig was looking to make the reception, would have been his 5th of the season. Ball falls incomplete. Seals will go for it on 4th down and 12 from the Jersey Shore 24-yard line. 10:39 to go in the opening quarter. Shotgun for Amato. Takes the snap. Looking for the slant to Neidig. Behind him, falls incomplete. Defended out there by Reinhardt, but falls incomplete. Turn the ball over on downs. Back to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, who'll go right up to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's on the QB or maybe the receiver didn't run the right route, but it looked like Amato was trying to throw it more on an out, and the receiver turned in. Good attempt to reach back and try and get it, but just everything off there on that pass play on 4th down. Jersey Shore will take over.
Come out with trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Selinsgrove backs out of a blitz look, and then there's going to be a flag thrown. And Jersey Shore's first possession ended in a turnover, a fumble on an errant pitch. That's going to be a false start against Jersey Shore. It'll put the ball inside of the 20-yard line at the 19-yard line. Staying the same look, trips to the right. That's where Pauling's rolling. Hitting the backfield and then taken down. He was initially hit by Bettle, and then finished off Hoffman in the backfield along with Blake Dressler making the stop for the Seals.
Just a great play by Seals. 2 guys got through and totally changed the running route there of the quarterback. And he didn't see it coming, but 44 coming through there for the Seals. Blake Dressler, freshman, a big tackle there in the backfield.
Pauling rolling to his right, looking to throw over the middle. It's got a man, makes the catch beyond the defense, as he's going to get tackled after the catch out to the 39-yard line, which will be enough for a Jersey Shore first down.
And no safety help over top there on the far side of the field. and the receiver just cut inside of the cornerback. The throw was perfect.
Jersey Shore, quick throw this time. Catch is made. Reinhardt into the secondary. Up the right sideline before he's going to be taken out of bounds by Teets. They're going to mark him at the Selinsgrove 39-yard line as the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, again, put a lot of pressure on you as they get back to the line of scrimmage on this first down and 10 play.
Well, they put pressure on me if I'm going to make any comments. They hurry up and hike it.
Bo Sechrist gets the call. Portwood on the stop and back to the line of scrimmage. Well done up front that time by the sophomore Portwood, making the stop for the Seals defense.
And these are the things that we know the coaches are talking about and working on, making the tackles. Selinsgrove doing an excellent job early on in this game. Every time they're getting their arms on, they're coming down to tackle.
Quick throw this time to an out. Good block ahead of the receiver who's going to get it to about a 9-yard pickup inside the 30. See if it's enough for a first down, but it's quick throw, quick connection for the Bulldogs. And this is something we've seen from Jersey Shore for many years now. They don't huddle up. They get the call from the sideline and quickly get up to the line of scrimmage. This up-tempo offense. Man goes in motion from left to right. There's going to be a flag on the play. Man going in motion was Reinhardt, but there's going to be a flag. It'll go against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. It'll be another false start against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think it was a left tackle there, had a little jump. And it was easy for the official, no tight end lined up there. So, and a man in motion coming away. So clear view there for the official, made the right call.
Third down play for the Bulldogs. Under 9 to go in the first quarter. Quick throw out to his deep receiver. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Push from behind, but no call. And Matt Winrick wants that desperately.
I don't know how you don't call that. I mean, that's just a push in the back. I mean, what more is that?
Are they going to call the deep official? Did he call it? I don't see where the flag is. Is this a call? Oh, the flag is in front of the bench of the Selinsgrove Seals, so it was called. He saved the near official who was standing right in front of the play, but sometimes you're too close to the trees to recognize the woods.
Yeah. Do they make a sound when it falls if you're too close to the trees, Pat?
I think our analogies are really bad.
No, I think this is a good game to play. Analogies that make no sense. So I want to see how you do throughout the game tonight.
All right. Well, right now, it looks like they're running sideways down the mountain.
Here we go.
Fourth down play. Big play for the Seals. Rolling to the left is Pauling. Under heavy pressure. Gets rid of it. Down the left sideline. Man wide open and knocked away by the defense of the Seals.
Man, I'll tell you what, that pass was on the money. A little too much air on it. If he would have got that a little bit lower, a little bit more on a rope, that's a touchdown. But what a recovery there. Was that score zone?
Four dice.
Four dice, okay.
On the far side.
That's not easy, too, because he's running looking over his shoulder. Way to go up and knock down that ball.
And smart
Massive
that way.
play.
It's fourth down. Knock it down. Don't try to come up with a catch. It bobbles out of your hands for a touchdown. Selinsgrove come up with a big stop against the Bulldogs, who had a couple explosive plays in that possession, but it's the Seal defense coming up large. Seals will come out, 2 wide receivers to the right. 8:36 to go in the opening quarter, no score. Deep man gets a call. Brett Rice trying to pop it to the outside, and he's going to muscle his way back to the original line of scrimmage, second down and 10 for the Seals.
And, man, it looked like he had opening there. It looked like he was going to get the edge, and Jersey Shore linebacker just out of nowhere all over Rice. Rice doing a good job, though, fighting, just trying to get every inch that he can. Does get back to the line of scrimmage, so no loss on the play. But Jersey Shore, a lot of speed there out of the linebacker to make that play.
Harrod and Sechrist are the linebackers. Harrod's a sophomore. Sechrist is the senior in this 5-2 look for the Bulldogs. Amato under center. Getting the snap. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Got a man on the slant. Teets makes the catch. Hit hard. Will give them forward progress to the 38-yard line to now make this a third down and 5 for the Seals.
So this is a good question because I don't know how many times I've seen this, but Teets makes the catch and then gets hit and the ball pops out, goes backwards, and he regathers possession. Is that the right mark? Should we have the ball third down and 6, or should this be like 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 8?
And the question is, the official on the other side was blocked by it. Could he have seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. It should be further back.
Yeah,
we're fortunate
we'll
to have
take
it where we have it. Third down for the Seals. No score. Amato drops back. Gets rid of it. Got Teets on the slant. Makes the catch. Run away from a defender. Caught from behind into Jersey Shore territory, all the way down to the Bulldog 31-yard line.
I love these quick routes, these quick passes. They're 5 defensive linemen down. They're bringing pressure. You're not going to have a whole lot of time, but what you are going to have is a little bit more an opening in the middle of the field because of 5 down linemen, and they sent blitz there. They sent a 6th man, and boy, Amato just threw a perfect pass to a really nice route there by Teets. And Teets showing some afterburners. Catch the ball, tucks it, and kind of splits the defenders. I like that speed. Teets is a fantastic athlete. Love what we've seen out of him so far this year.
He's far to the left in the trips. Quick slant this time to Neidig. Neidig gets hit by Watkins on the far side. That's Carson Watkins, the senior, takes him down. But that looks like an 8-yard pickup for the Seals. And I know one thing that Steve would talk about is this setting up the sluggo. The slant and go, they're going over and over on these slants. And that's where the coaching staff watches to see how the corners are dealing with these slants. If they overplay it, you put your foot in the ground and then you go. See if they do that here.
Well, if you see already, cornerbacks are up. They were about 8 yards off. Now they're about 3. So this could be the deep pass here.
2nd down and short. Give it to the fullback. Guess Maria's got room. He's in the second level to the 10. Knocked out of bounds, but into the end zone. Touchdown, Selinsgrove Seals.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you play the game. This is high school football. Selinsgrove scores first, and what a run there. I mean, knocking guys over, bouncing off the tackles, keeping balance, pure athleticism there. And Selinsgrove strikes first, 6-0. Get this PA, 7-0. Put it on the WKOK scoreboard and let people around the area start talking.
Now the attempted extra point. Kinley Weiser will attempt the extra point off the Wyatt Teets hole, trying to get the Selinsgrove the 7-0 lead. It'll be their first lead of the year. Looking for a good snap. Long count. Plenty of time. The hold's good. The kick is up. It's going to sail off to the left, and it's going to be no good. But the Selinsgrove Seals get on the board first. Lead 6-0 over the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Take a break, come back. This Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Troy Zerman, head coach, meet my team. Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Jow, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online.
So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Sunday.
We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988 Jeep or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
Gets on the board first, completing a 5-play drive, going 67 yards. Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Just Maria takes in it from 24 yards out. His first touchdown of the season. The extra point no good. Selinsgrove leads 6-0 with 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Return man Watkins up the left hash. Tries to stretch away from a tackle. Not going to be able to. Look like score zone in on the stop. And Selinsgrove will see Jersey Shore come out first down at 10 from their own 25-yard line.
You know, we didn't get to the keys of the game to seal the deal. And, you know, what I was going to tell you, Pat, was, you know, eliminate, or first off, I said, got to score points. Most importantly, you got to score points. You can't win without it. But here we go. Scored points first. The other thing was don't give up the big play. So that's a big part of this right now. Don't give up the big play. Make them earn it. Make them get every yard. Nothing in the air here, 30, 40 yards downfield.
Trips to the left for Pauling. Takes the snap, looking left, a slant. In and out of the intended receiver's hands. That's Reinhardt. Falls incomplete. The sophomore unable to make the catch. Looking a little Lamb-like from last night for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, I have CD Lamb in my fantasy league.
Oh, sorry.
I was okay with those late drops.
Second down at 10 for Pauling. Going to give it to Sechrist in the backfield. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Trying to stretch it forward and not going to be able to. Host of red shirts in on the stop. Great push up front by the Seals defense, led by Logan Dressler up front.
So far, Pat, I think you'll agree 100%. This looks like a different Selinsgrove Seals team right now. They're playing downhill defensively.
Pauling drops back. He's under pressure again. He's going to roll to his right, take off. and run out of bounds, and now there's going to be a flag on the play.
Okay, it was late, but there's another push right in the back.
They're going to spot the ball outside of the 35-yard line while the officials talk this one over. Remind you, Selinsgrove Football on SBC Sports Live is sponsored in part by E.H. Kleckner, J.J. Powell, and Zimmerman Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck.
A sideline warning. A sideline warning. Are you kidding me right now? These officials, man, that was bad. That was bad. I'm not saying the sideline warning's not warranted, but how about the two-hand push right in the back, right as he was there to make the tackle?
I thought I'd get through the season not bringing up McNamara's name as the head official. Always something. Pauling looking left, pump fake, gets rid of it. It's got a man wide open, gets a block, spins, and then stopped as the receiver crossed the 40. Nope, they're going to mark him short of the 41-yard line at the 40. It'll be a 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
That's just a big open field tackle there by Neidig. I mean, he doesn't make that tackle. That's the big play we're worried about. Did a good job shedding a blocker and got in there, made an aggressive tackle. Very nice.
Pauling rolling to right, pitches it out to Sechrist. Sechrist going around the defensive end and is going to be able to get in Selinsgrove territory, pick up the 1st down at the 49-yard line. As a seal block got Sechrist to the edge, he picks up the 1st down.
I hope the Seals keep dialing up that pressure because every time they get in the backfield, they seem to make something happen. Turnover, sack, tackle for a loss.
Sechrist gets the call to the left as he's into 2nd level to the 40. Followed behind a block by Watkins as he's finally going to be driven out of bounds and thrown to the turf. And there's going to be a late flag thrown. Probably warranted on that one. You got to let him go as he got to the sideline. Just want to make sure that you keep that in your back pocket for the officials when it goes the other way.
Outside that penalty, man, Neidig did a great job there. Shedding 2 blockers, or not shedding, but at least keeping from getting turned in, forcing the run back in. That's why the tackle's being made. If he gets turned in, that sideline's wide open. So Neidig doing a great job. And it's hard. I mean, sometimes you want to be a little selfish and get the tackle and not create a tackle for somebody else. But what's best for the team there is exactly what he did.
So the Jersey Shore Bulldogs inside the 15-yard line. Seals leading 6-0. Go with the reverse. This is going to go to Luke Ryan. And he's got a big block ahead of him. They're going to take it in for the score for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Man, that was perfection and execution. That was a beautiful play, the reverse. A lot of the Seals defenders bid on that, and the ones that didn't were blocked perfectly. Man, Jersey Shore answers. But you know what? We got ourselves a football game here. Selinsgrove playing well.
As the Jersey Shore Bulldogs will attempt the extra point to try to take the lead. Stuck at 6-6 at the moment. Watkins will do the holding. The extra point try is up and good. As Passetti able to knock it through to give the Jersey Shore Bulldogs a lead. They now lead 7-6. And as you said, answering an impressive Selinsgrove touchdown with the extra point, go up by 1 over the Seals.
You know, obviously I don't want them to score, but I like the idea that they had to put in a trick play, that they put in a reverse to get their first score of the game. I don't think you and I would have thought Jersey Shore's first touchdown would be on a trick play, get the reverse end around. You know, you probably thought it was going to be that, roll out, ground and pound kind of offense, but Selinsgrove's done a good job against that Jersey Shore offense, the traditional style, but they caught them off guard there with the reverse.
Add in the penalties as well.
Penalties too, yeah.
You're
and
adding
the no call penalty.
But either way, the Jersey Shore takes it in for the score. 7-play drive, went 75 yards, took 1 minute and 19 seconds, and finished off with Ryan's 13-yard touchdown run. With the extra point, Jersey Shore leads 7-6 over the Seals. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Line drive kick could be returnable by Rice. Up the right hash, gets away from one man, but not the next line of defenders by the Bulldogs. Now we got to talk about Schmokadam Health Center backbreaker plays of the game, and some of those penalties, throwing a guy out of bounds, some of those unwarranted kind is one thing to be an aggressive penalty, but that gives them an extra 15 yards. The no call, as you mentioned, these are all candidates for the Schmokadam Health Center backbreaker play of the game.
Wow, the no call is definitely my leading one because that makes this drive completely different. They would be looking at a long distance from where that penalty would have occurred. But, man, no call, and they were able to pick up the first down because of the push in the back that was not called. That so far is my leader for your Schmokenham Health Center backbreaker play.
Amato under center, first down and 10. Give it to Rice. Rice squeezes between the tackles. Going to be short of the 30-yard line, as he'll take it to the 29-yard line. He'll get 4, second down and 6, 7-6 lead for Jersey Shore with 4:14 to go in the opening quarter. Seals personnel switch. It's Fegley coming out as Amato gets the call from the sidelines. Going to send Neidig and Teets to the left. Tight end on the right. I formation behind Amato. Tight formation defensively by Jersey Shore. Rice gets a good push beyond the 30 to the 31-yard line. So third down, call it 4 for Selinsgrove. Very manageable first down opportunity to be picked up by the Seals offense.
Well, it opens up the playbooks. I mean, running is not out of the question here. You know, play action, definitely you could go deep thinking maybe the defense is going to come up since it's only 4 yards. A lot of things here you can do as the offensive coordinator.
Third down and 4, 3:15 to go in the opening quarter.
No one deeper than 10 yards.
Got 8 guys up on the line of scrimmage, and another one just came up. Amato looking, pressure, looking for the slant to Neidig, almost intercepted, falls incomplete, and the Seals will punt it back to the Jersey Shore offense following the incomplete pass.
Timing just off there. Receiver got bumped coming off the line of scrimmage. Obviously slowed down his route, took him off course a little bit. Amato's throwing a pass that he's thrown probably 1,000 times since the beginning of the summer to his receiver where he's got a timing down, but that bump disrupted that whole thing and just incomplete. Fortunately, Jersey Shore didn't get an interception. They did make a great diving attempt at it, but unable to come up with it. So Seals getting the ball at least back to punt it and change the field position.
Back deep, Reinhardt and Watkins waiting for the Seal punt from Crew Carter. Good snap, plenty of time. He gets it away. Good high kick. It's going to be taken by Reinhardt at the 30. Looking for the wall, being chased by red shirts, and he'll go down at the 43-yard line. On the stop was Logan Dressler on the punt team for the Seals. Now this becomes a huge possession defensively for the Seals. As Seals got out to the lead, led 6-0, and Jersey Shore came back and was able to take it in after a 7-play drive. They lead 7-6, but Selinsgrove looking to come up with a defensive stop to try to match the energy of the Bulldogs. Selinsgrove showing blitz, trips to the left. Pauling looking to the left, gets rid of it. He's got a man wide open, making the catch. He's got a first down and more, takes it in Selinsgrove territory to the 45-yard line. First down pickup, throw, and catch by Jersey Shore. First down and 10.
Pat, clearly now Jersey Shore thinks they're going to have success out in the flats, out around the edge. Not much going up the middle right now. Everything's on the outside.
It's going to be optioned to the right by Pauling this time, and he's going to be stopped. There's going to be a flag thrown on the tackle. As Bettle made to stop along with Dressler. Now we had to wait for the call from the official. One thing we always try to keep an eye on, are they set before that ball is snapped? And I wonder if this is a call. Nope, they're going to call holding against Jersey Shore. But with this up-tempo, a lot of times the receivers aren't set. And I know when Steve and Dave and you, when we're doing, you got to be set, you got to be set. And that's something that can be dictated by these officials on how they call that.
Yeah, well, that time we'll take that one. That was a holding against Jersey Shore. I didn't see it, but especially in the area the flag was thrown, that's kind of where we were looking. But we will definitely take that call. And, you know, this is a great opportunity for this defense, man. Send some pressure. Maybe a trip to the far side there scares me. There
Quick
it goes.
throw, catch is made. In the slot position, the tight end making the catch. That's Thompson, quickly tackled at the Selinsgrove 48-yard line. It's now going to be a second down and 13. Coming up on 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Pauling rolling to his right, gets rid of it. It's got a man making the catch. And then driven out of bounds is Luke Ryan by Fordyce. But it's going to be right at the first down marker. Haven't seen the signal. They're going to say it's a first down. Move the chains.
I think Selinsgrove is going to have to play up. I think they're going to have to get right up on those receivers, closer to the line of scrimmage, because Jersey Shore is okay with picking apart underneath there and getting 5 yards every time.
Quickly go to Sechrist between the tackles. He can be grabbed and taken down. Neidig comes up. Nope. That time, that was Crew Carter making the stop with his neon green cleats. Makes the stop on Sechrist. Going to be a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, trips to the left. Pauling pitches it out to Sechrist. He's going to get to the edge as Bettel took a bad angle there, didn't get the guy to go inside of him, and it was Sechrist who was able to get around the edge, and the Seals see the Jersey Shore offense get deeper in their territory on the long run.
Jersey Shore using all of the field right now, really stretching things out. And I think it's going against the game plan of Selinsgrove right now because they've done a great job stuff in the middle where I think they expected this game to be. But Jersey Shore already making an early adjustment.
First down and 10. Pauling going right. Pitches it out to his back going right. Sechrist once again. He's going to be driven out of bounds. Crew Carter tried to come up and make the stop, unable to. And it's going to be a good pickup down the right sideline for Jersey Shore, which will be if it's not a first down, it'll be very close. Maybe a 2nd down and 1 for Jersey Shore.
And Jersey Shore in this option a couple of times have gotten Selinsgrove defenders frozen. You just need to commit to one or the other. It's just like in basketball, when you press, you got to commit to the trap. Go and blow up that quarterback. Make some wear and tear on him.
Falling inside handoff this time. Nope, able to bounce it to the outside once again where they found some success. Tries to run over Wyatt Teets, unable to. That was Yingling on the carry. But it is a first down pickup inside the 10, so it'll be a first down, goal to go as we're coming up on 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Selinsgrove trailing 7-6. Up to the line of scrimmage are the Bulldogs, leading 7-6. Inside handoff this time goes to Harrod, goal line, touchdown for the Bulldogs.
A tough drive there by the Bulldogs, a simple nickel and dime drive too. They just took whatever Selinsgrove would get them. They executed. It was a very impressive drive for Jersey Shore. But again, it's still a one-possession game.
And it comes with 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back-to-back scores for the Bulldogs after Selinsgrove started with the 6-0 lead. Kick is up, plenty of distance, and it's good.
They need to stay positive. It's a one-possession game right now. You're at home. It's Friday night, about the end of the first quarter. Going to go here unless, they score real quick, special teams play, or a quick strike before the end of the first quarter. But you're going into the second quarter with Jersey Shore, a good, undefeated team, and you're only going to be down one possession. Keep your heads up, keep the energy up, keep playing, make a couple big plays, and you're in this. You're in this at halftime.
A 9-play drive for Jersey Shore, going 57 yards, took 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and it was a 7-yard touchdown run by Harrod, so I add his name into the scoring column as it's back-to-back touchdowns for Jersey Shore. With the extra point good, it's a 14-6 lead for Jersey Shore. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Updated score, Shamokin leading Shikellamy 14-0. Warrior Run leading Midwest 13-0. No score in a bunch of games. Mifflinburg, one we're keeping an eye on, leads Mount Carmel 14-7. Kick is away. It's a line drive kick, headed to the boundary and goes out of bounds. There'll be a flag on the play. Brian, would remind people that Selinsgrove Seal Football and Eagle 107 is sponsored in part by Purdy Insurance, Shamokin Dam Health Center, and Jet Residential. So Selinsgrove with the ball going out of bounds. They'll have it at their own 35-yard line, trailing 14-6 to the Bulldogs. As you mentioned, a good Bulldog team coming in 2-0 after scoring 49 points a week ago against Del Val. They won their opener 27-7 over Dallas. Right now, Selinsgrove in big position here. Put a drive together as they're getting ready to move into the second quarter. Right now, trailing 14-6. Shotgun for Amato. Man goes in motion from right to left. Pitch is going to go to Rice. Trying to get to the edge. Cuts it back up. Going to be pursued from behind. Knocked down at the 35-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10 for the Seals.
I like the cut there by Rice. Cuts back in. And again, Jersey Shore, so much speed from their linebackers. They closed in and stopped it at the line of scrimmage. I really thought Rice was going to get a few there and set up a nice second down, but man, that's a lot of speed coming from Jersey Shore.
Selinsgrove will have to run a play in the final part of this quarter as the play clock is going to wind down before the game clock. Amato looks, gets rid of it. It's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete. And just like that, it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 for the Seals. And with the incomplete pass, stops the clock at 12 seconds to go in this first quarter. Selinsgrove takes on Central Mountain next week. We'll be on the road. Central Mountain playing Williamsport tonight. No score. Lime Mountain leading Juniata 7-0 in the first quarter. Just some updated scores on our WKOK High School scoreboard. Trips to the right for Amato. Barks out the calls, takes the snap, heavy pressure, going to throw it, trying to throw it deep over the middle, falls incomplete. Nobody home on that. Ryan, I question a lot of times the pattern on that. I'm not sure. 2 guys look like they were starting to run right towards each other, easily defended by Jersey Shore, falls incomplete. And Crew Carter going to come out and try to pin the Jersey Shore Bulldogs deep in their own territory.
Wow, Amato was under pressure. He tried to deliver, couldn't exactly follow through. In fact, it looked like he hit his elbow off the helmet. He came off, grabbing his elbow a little bit. It looks to be fine, but maybe hit his funny bone there. Nothing funny about it, but man, that was just great pressure by Jersey Shore.
Crew Carter gets a good snap, gets it away. High kick, going to be taken by the return man at the 35. That's Watkins, hit as he crosses the 40. And that's going to end the first quarter. A first quarter that saw Selinsgrove score first, but then back-to-back touchdowns by Jersey Shore, and that's where we stand. Jersey Shore 14, Selinsgrove 6. This is Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
It's the Kia Sportage Blowout event at Sunbury Motors Kia. Take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months on 2025 Kia Sportages or 0.9% APR for 48 months on 2025 Sportage Hybrids. They're going fast. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on the newly designed 26 Sportage LX models, starting under $33,000.
We wanna see you in a Kia, Sunbury Motors Kia.
Now goes to Secrets, going, nope, actually that's Herod gets the call into Selinsgrove territory, blown out of bounds by Teets, but as we come familiar with, Jersey Shore doesn't waste any time. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage to start the second quarter, and they're into Selinsgrove territory with the run by Herod to put the ball at the 43-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield along with Pauling. Pauling takes the snap. Looking deep, got a man wide open. That's the tight end making the catch. Thompson will be driven to the turf at the 29-yard line, but a good pickup by your tight end, as everybody's getting into the mix here for the Jersey Shore Bulldog offense.
I feel that was a little bit passive there. We let him catch the ball because I think we just wanted to make the tackle. That should have been a blow-up. As soon as he touched it, he should have been blown up, maybe force an incompletion.
Secrets gets the call, able to get to the 26-yard line. He'll pick up 2 on the carry, 2nd down and 8, maybe 3. For Jersey Shore, again, they don't huddle. They get the calls from the sideline into the second quarter. 11:25 to go in the first half. And Jersey Shore is at the Selinsgrove 26-yard line, leading 14-6. Quick throw once again. This is out to Watkins. Watkins is going to get away from 2 tackles, take it to the pylon, and there's a flag on the play back to where Watkins was able to get that last release. And it looks like finally might get one of those blocks in the back or a potential holding against Jersey Shore.
Again, it's just simple passing in the flat, good blocking, and letting athletes make moves. That's what Jersey Shore's recipe is right now.
They've gone to it many a times, a quick wide receiver pass, get linemen out ahead of them. They were that trips look, and Selinsgrove defenders doing what they can to try to rid themselves of those blocks. We know that's been some difficulty for them in the first 2 games. They've done a better job tonight against Jersey Shore, but not on that one. But it all goes for naught for the Bulldogs after a holding call It'll put the ball at the 24-yard line. It's a spot foul, so it'll still be a 2nd down and 5 for Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore leading 14-6 with 11:10 to go in the first half. Paulie rolling to his right. Pitch it to Sechrist. Sechrist trying to get to the edge, and he will. Up the right sideline. He's at the 5, driven out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. So it'll be a first down, goal to go for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs after an impressive run by Bo Sechrist once again.
Selinsgrove starting to struggle to get off the blocks. They were getting off early, making tackles. Now they just can't get free.
Sechrist gets the call at the goal line, but knocked backwards at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. So good step up and tackle for the Seals, but it looked like Sechrist was going to take it in for the score. And they will wear you down. Back up to the line of scrimmage already are the Bulldogs. Give it to Sechrist again. Sechrist, goal line stretches out, can't get it in. It's going to be stopped, make it a 3rd down. Goal to go for Jersey Shore at the 1-yard line.
52 there. Logan Dressler grabbing the foot, not letting him get free, not letting him get that extra foot. Touchdown saving tackle by Dressler.
Hoffman off, Medowery in. Pauline's going to keep it. He's going to get to the goal line. Rice tried to meet him at the goal line, unable to make the stop. It's a touchdown for the Bulldogs to start the second quarter.
It's a brutal pace. It's a brutal pace for you on the radio. I can't imagine being a defender, but they just line up so quick. Guys aren't even always set, let alone ready to go. And this is what Jersey Shore's been doing for well over a decade. They just play a tough, fast-paced game.
Extra point try for the Bulldogs is up and good. Knocking it through was Passetti, the senior kicker for Jersey Shore. And now it's back-to-back scores for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs as they push the lead to 21-6. Come back, have the kickoff. This Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Find your new Mazda during the More Move You sales event going on now. Move into a Mazda CX-50 with financing as low as 0.9% for 60 months. The Mazda CX-90 will fit your lifestyle with multiple third-row options, while the Mazda CX-70 offers huge amounts of cargo space while remaining responsive and nimble. Both models offer thousands in customer cash and financing as low as 2.9% for 72 months. Moving into a Mazda, the YOLO from W&L Mazda, off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLMazda.com.
Football on SBC Sports Live is sponsored in part by Wise Markets, Polish Party Palace, and Selinsgrove Ford. Jersey Shore puts it in the end zone again on an 8-play drive, going 59 yards, took 1 minute and 44 seconds, and quarterback sophomore Pauling takes it from 1 yard out. Extra point good. Selinsgrove trailing 21-6. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Score zone gets it off the bounce, takes it beyond the 35, out to about the 37-yard line. And Selinsgrove will start first down and 10, trailing 21-6 as we've just moved into the second quarter with 10:10 to go in the first half. Again, Selinsgrove scored first on a Just Maria 24-yard touchdown run, but Jersey Shore's Ryan, Jersey Shore's Harrod, and Jersey Shore's Paulie make it back-to-back touchdowns with the extra points being good. It's a 21-6 lead for Jersey Shore. Last we checked, Shikellamy trailing Shamokin 14-0. Amato under center, I formation behind him. Give it to Rice, the deep man, going left. Got to get a good push beyond the 40, out to the 42-yard line goes your senior behind some good push from that offensive line. We'll call it 6 on the carry to make it a 2nd down and 4.
Good first down play, though. I like to see the power of a game there, pushing the line. Good looking play. Listen, it's 21-6. There's a lot of football to play. Keep your head up. Keep grinding.
Owen Hoffman over center. Griffin to the left of him, the guard. Dressler to the right. That's where they got the big push on that last possession, or that last play. They're going to get a decent push there. Once again, keeping it positive, just short of the 45-yard line. Going to put it at the 44-yard line. Again, those guys up front, right in the middle with Voss, Hoffman, and Dressler make this a 3rd down and manageable. Make it a 3rd down and 3 for the Seals.
And I like it. I like the play call. Rice is your most experienced and probably big threat player on offense. And, I mean, he should have probably been tackled for a loss there, but that weight room workout is getting it done there as he's able to push forward and pick up a yard.
Teach to the right, Neidig to the left. Turn. Rice gets the call, runs into a wall, white shirts that time. He's not going to be able to go anywhere as he's taken to the turf. Thompson in on the stop. Also in on stop, 69. That's Larson, Mason Larson, the senior. And it's a punting situation for the Seals.
Maybe going to the well too many times there. That's maybe your play action. You want to hand that off and maybe roll out, try and find a guy going downfield, spark some energy, get some wind in the sail, but nothing going there. Yard loss on the play, and Selinsgrove is going to have to punt again.
Watkins back deep along with Reinhardt, waiting for the Carter punt. 8:11 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 21-6. Kick is away. Shorter kick this time. It's going to hit the turf and take a good bounce for Jersey Shore. And they're going to have great field position out at the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for Pauling, the sophomore quarterback, Coach Tom Gravish, and these Bulldogs. What we say about putting stuff on film, the return man, when the ball bounced and came towards him, he got out of the way as if he thought, I better not get touched by this ball instead of grabbing it.
Yep.
And it fortunately only rolled like another yard or two, but that's an opportunity, a teachable moment for the punt team for the Seals. Twins to each side. Pauling getting the snap, looking to the left. Plenty of time. Get rid of it. In and out of the intended receiver's hand. Defended well that time by Rice. Intended for Reinhardt, but falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That all started with that Selinsgrove penetration, putting pressure on the QB, making him roll out, flushing him out. And the coverage was there too. Rice was all over it. It had to be a perfect throw. Nearly was. A good stop for the Seals defense.
Quick throw out to Reinhardt. Making the catch. That's Watkins. Slammed to the turf by Dressler at the 44-yard line. That'll be a third down and 5 for Jersey Shore as Selinsgrove trying to come up with a big defensive stop.
Well, Selinsgrove showing a lot more help out in the flats. That could open up the middle. See if Jersey Shore tries to take advantage of that.
Pitch goes to Sechrist, trying to get to the edge. Defender was tapped in the back, no call, but it doesn't matter as the Seals are able to come up big on that one. A host of red shirts in on the stop, getting off the bottom of the turf, or the pile that time. That's like Logan Dresser again, calling his name an awful lot here tonight.
Now watch for the middle slant here, the post route. Selinsgrove's really taking care of the edge. Gotta watch for it. Oh, they are going to punt here. Okay.
The punt here.
I thought they were lining up again.
You'd never know, though, like you said. That's why we were in that conversation. I think keep an eye on everything they're doing. As they will look to punt. They do punt it. It's a line drive kick away from Teets. Gets a good roll for Jersey Shore. They're going to spot it down at the 19-yard line. So looking for little wins here, Ryan. You got to give Seals defense big kudos on that one. Get a stop, get the ball back. As Jersey Shore is back-to-back touchdowns and lead 21-6, but good stop defensively. And like you said, a lot of it had to do with how they managed the outside, which they were vulnerable to, but that defense stopped, led by those guys on the outside.
Yeah, great defensive adjustments by the coaching staff, but better execution by the players. They got it done, able to force the punt off a 4th and long. Now Selinsgrove getting the ball back. Plenty of time, 6:47 here in the first half. To get something together now offensively, just like the defense got it done.
Teets and Neidig split to the left. First down and 10 for the Seals at the 19-yard line. Give it to Rice. Up the middle, nothing there. But any coach would tell you, are you trying to set something up? Are they biting too much? Can you try to go with something deep after a little play action look? Maybe a little screen, a bootleg by Amato, something to offset as they've run it between the tackles 4 or 5 times straight. See if they're setting something up. Second down and 10. Shikellamy has scored to cut into the Shamokin lead. They trail 14-7 to the Braves. Here, Selinsgrove trails 21-6, coming up on 6 minutes to go in the first half. Amato under center, long count, taking the snap, 5-step drop, got time, going to get rid of it. Looking down the left sideline, it's going to be underthrow, coming back for it. by Neidig. Unable to make the catch, falls incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 10.
So close. Definitely underthrown. But Neidig making an athletic move, coming back to the ball, diving. And just in. I think it just went right through his arms as he went to try and come back on that ball. Man, that would have been huge. That would have taken the ball to midfield. This place would have gone crazy. But maybe a little bit earlier throw there for Motto, get it out in front, because I think Neidig had his man beat.
Magnuson is into the game, number 51. Him and Griffin Voss swap for each other on this 3rd down and 10 play. Motto drops back. Quick throw this time. Gets it out to his receiver, but well short of a 1st down. Maybe a pickup of 2, but Selinsgrove's going to have to bring out the punt team led by Crew Carter as the defense comes up big for Jersey Shore and making the stop. Other scores, some updated. Troy leading South Williamsport 14-10. Southern Columbia shutting out Milton 14-0. Mifflinburg up on Mount Carmel 20-7. And Bloomsburg leading Lewisburg 14-6. And Williamsport up 2 touchdowns on Central Mountain leading 14-0. Crew Carter waiting for a good snap. 2 guys back deep. It's a high snap. Whistle's going to blow to stop this one. Selinsgrove Football and SBC Sports Live is sponsored in part by Sunbury Motor Company, Nottingham Village, and DQ Grill and Chill. So a penalty against Jersey Shore won't give the Seals a 1st down, give them a little bit of room outside their own 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. So everybody's going to reset here. Dropping back for the Bulldogs, Watkins and Reinhardt waiting for the Carter punt. Crew Carter plenty of time, gets it away, end over end. Fair catch taken at the 45-yard line by Watkins. Jersey Shore takes over 1st down and 10, leading 21-6 with 4:57 to go in the 1st half. Coming up at halftime, make sure you stick around. We have the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show for you. We'll go through the scoring recap, give you stats, give you the Seals athletic rundown, the candidates for the Schmokadam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. All that coming up as part of the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show. This goes to Seacrest off the right. Couple yards. They're going to give him a bonus of a few more to put it at the 49-yard line. Pick up a 4. 2nd down and 6. For Jersey Shore leading 21-6.
Good swarming tackle there by the Selinsgrove defense. And again, Pat, it's only 21-6. It's a 2-possession game here.
Seals line up in that 4-man front. It's going to be a keeper by Pauling, and Pauling's going to be tackled and taken down. Nice job on a very nifty Pauling. Hoffman makes the stop, gets a congratulatory pat on the back after making a stop on a very nifty quarterback, but Hoffman's going to come to the sidelines after making that stop. Coming into the game will be the freshman, Fegley.
And I don't think people understand, unless they've played and they've been out in the open, to make that tackle there against a shifty player, that is not easy. So Hoffman is coming up big there on defense.
Going to go left this time. This goes to Harrod. Harrod will have a 1st down inside of the Seals' 45-yard line to the 44-yard line. So move the chains for this offense for Jersey Shore, leading 21-6 with 3:49 clock moving here in the 1st half. 2 backs in the backfield, offset on each side of Pauling. Pauling drops back. He's got some time. Now he's going to take off and run with it. Going to try to get to the sideline, try to fake out Carter. Carter makes a stop at the 41-yard line after a 2-yard pickup by Pauling.
Pauling is an elusive athlete. I mean, just making guys miss. He does a really good job, too, of using his blocks. He sets up the blocks. But at Crew Carter, that's another open field tackle. Not easy against a very good athlete. Staying alive here. 2nd and long, 2nd and 7. But we have a timeout here. Was that Jersey Shore, Pat?
Selinsgrove took the timeout there. Again, I want to remind you, stick around at halftime for the Liberty Basement System halftime show. Yeah, we'll give you a scoring recap of this one as Selinsgrove got on the board first. Right now, they trail 21-6. We'll get the Seals athletic rundown with Murphy O'Brien as teams here in the fall are getting deeper into their seasons. She'll give you the rundown, everything from golf to volleyball to soccer, field hockey, tennis, you name it. Murphy's on top of it. She brings it to you every halftime as part of our Seals Athletic Rundown. So following the timeout, Jersey Shore will have its 2nd down and 7. 3:24 to go in the first half. Herrick will go off to the sidelines. Twins to each side. Paulie calling out the shots. Gets the snaps. Rolling to his right. Sets up. Gets rid of it. Looking for a man, and it's going to be caught. Looked like a Seal defender was right there. Almost was able to make the play. But for Jersey Shore, able to make the connection and pick up a first down for the Bulldogs.
I mean, what do you even say? That was good coverage. What a catch there in traffic.
Paulie's going to keep it. Nope, pitch it out to Sechrist. Trying to get to the edge. Seals do a good job turning that one back in. Was that Crew Carter fighting off a defender, making Sechrist turn it up. Selinsgrove comes from the inside to make the stop after the 5-yard pickup for the Bulldogs.
And it was Crew Carter, and a lot of discipline there. A lot of discipline to turn that in. And he did exactly what you said. He got off that block and shot low, was able to help trip up, make the tackle. We do have a player down now, though, for Selinsgrove.
Selinsgrove defender down after the play. Reset things here once again. 2:47 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 21-6. Next week we'll be on the road after back-to-back home games. Selinsgrove will take the trip to Mill Hall. Go up there in the Central Mountain Wildcats, who at last check trailing Williamsport 14-0. Over the past few years, not an easy place for Selinsgrove to go play. Central Mountain, as they'll bring their style of play, usually using good size up front, trying to wear you down. But right now, Selinsgrove dealing with the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, who are 2-0. Again, they started the season with a win, 27-7 over Dallas, before last week beating Del Val 49-42. After tonight, Jersey Shore will take on the Shamokin Indians. And last check, Shamokin leading Shikellamy just 14-7. So Portwood was the man who was down. He's coming to the sideline under the care of the medical team. 2nd down play for Jersey Shore. 2nd down and 5. Wide receivers to each side. Pauline gets the snap. Give it to Sechrist. Going right. Big hole. And then close quickly right at the first down marker. Looks like it will be a first down pickup for Sechrist, going right that time for the Bulldogs.
Hoffman and Bettel there. Good pursuit, closing that hole. You called it there. Looked like he might have got some more, but great job there by Hoffman and Bettel to close in and make the tackle.
Sheltman playing that defensive end position on the left side, number 5 for the Seals. This time between the tackles for Herrick. Bounces to the outside, making a miss at the 10. Inside the 5, down close to the goal line, down to the 1-yard line. Go the Jersey Shore offense. That time was Herrick going from right to left, making a good cut. Take it inside the 5, down to the 1.
And right back at it. They're lined up, ready to go.
Shotgun formation. Give it to Herrick. Herrick going left. Hit the backfield this time by Crew Carter. And it's going to be a loss on the play as Selinsgrove comes up. Neidig involved in the stop as well.
Big play by Crew Carter, having a great game. But I don't think he's had a play bigger than that so far. That was touchdown saving. Not only that, a tackle for a loss. Pushes him back a little bit. The Jersey Shore going to call timeout? Like Selinsgrove calling
takes the timeout. Matt's going to use his timeout. He knows these are big-time plays as Sheltman or as Crew Carter comes up with a good stop with that penetration to make the play against 2 tough running backs. And then you add in the quarterback as well. You said about Paulie, how we saw him in just a mop-up time a year ago. And we knew what we were going to get moving into the 2025 season with him at quarterback. He's not what you would draw up as a quarterback, doesn't have the size and necessarily all what you would talk about as quarterback. But what Jersey Shore does, put a great athlete at quarterback and run a system, and that's what they're doing.
And he's been awesome with his arm tonight. It's not just running. Like, he's very accurate. These outs and quick routes, he's been on the money. He showed us speed last year. He's showing us arm this year.
They come back out with trips to the right to the Bulldogs. Pauline in the backfield along with Sechrist. Pauline rolling to his right. Pitch it to Sechrist. Sechrist cuts it up inside a would-be tackler and going to take it in for the score. As Fordyce tried to come up and make the stop. Not going to be able to do that with Sechrist. In for a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
And just before that play, we talk about Pauling, a QB for Jersey Shore, how he's throwing the ball nice, how he can run. But you want to talk about executing the option. He makes the defender commit to him before he releases that. It's exactly what he did there, made an easy touchdown for his running back.
The extra point up and good for Bassetti. So he's been perfect on the night with his 4th straight extra point for Jersey Shore. And following that touchdown run by Sechrist, pushing the lead to 28-6 with 1:49 to go here in the first half. And to mark it down as the 4th different Bulldog to take it in for a score to push this lead out to 28-6. This time it's Sechrist as he gets the 3-yard run following 10 plays that went 55 yards, took 3 minutes and 8 seconds. The extra point, again, good. And Selinsgrove now trailing the Bulldogs 28-6. All coming with 1:49 to go in the first half. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. So now Selinsgrove will get the ball back, assuming that the Jersey Shore Bulldogs will kick this away. Never know. It's a line drive kick. It's going to go down the left sideline and take a turn into field of play. That's where Rice will make a man miss at the 12 and then go out of bounds beyond the 20, out to about the 23-yard line. First down and 10 for the Seals.
Jersey Shore, I believe, still has all their timeouts. Yes, all their timeouts. Minute and 46, and if they can get out here defensively and make quick 3 stops, not much time has to come off the clock. It would probably be pretty good field position if they can get Selinsgrove's offense off the field rather quick.
Remember, Twin Valley scored with no time on the clock a week ago to push that lead to 49-0. So you know Jersey Shore is thinking that very thing. Get the ball back and put more points on the board. Amato, inside handoff this time. Going from right to left was the running back for the Seals, but not going to get much, if any at all. That was score zone who got the call. It'll be a 2nd down and 10. And just as you said, Jersey Shore will take that timeout after not picking up anything on the carry. 2nd down and 10 for the Seals.
And this is just my thought process, but if you're going to run the ball, Jersey Shore right now most likely is going to get the stops. And they got the timeouts. You're basically going to give them the ball back with over a minute with great field position. Just go for it. If you throw an incompletion, who cares? They save a timeout. But right now, I just don't know. I don't know if I want to run this 3 times up the gut, get stopped, and give them the ball back with plenty of time. And in high school, first down stops the clock, so you don't need the timeouts on offense. So who cares if they don't burn one of them? I think right here, I think just Selinsgrove gets aggressive and at least tries to maybe push the field position a little more. I don't know if I go super conservative here.
That all comes with 1:34 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 28-6. They come out in a 2nd down and 10. They do put wide receivers to each side. That's Bettle going in motion from right to left. Amato gets the snap. Under pressure, roll it out. He's going to fumble it. The ball's on the turf. It's a scramble. It's going to be picked up by Jersey Shore lineman. He's at the 10, makes the man miss at the 5, and he's going to take it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. So Jersey Shore comes away with the turnover, and they're going to look like they're going to be in business to potentially put more points on the board with Selinsgrove already trailing 28-6.
Yeah, it was some good blocking there for a while. Mato trying to buy some time rolling out. He never saw the guy coming from behind, and he just took a hit. I don't know if it got punched out there, but the hit was enough to jar it free. Jersey Shore all over it and in position to score quick.
It was Lope who picked it up, the defensive lineman, and took it inside the 5. First down goal to go. Go to Sechrist. Sechrist to the goal line. Touchdown.
Gut punch. That's a hard one to take. Turnover, an immediate follow with a rushing touchdown about 4 yards. And now Jersey Shore has really built a lead here right before halftime. I mean, if you remember, it was under 10 minutes and, about 6 minutes, and it was still a 2-possession game. Now Selinsgrove's looking to be down 35-6 after this PAT.
And it's up and good. And crazy enough now, Ryan. You worry about kicking it off and doing the same thing and getting some stops. And could they potentially get the ball back again? Because they didn't have to use everything on that. So,
yeah, the worst thing that could have happened in that last possession was a turnover. And exactly what happened to the Seals. But Jersey Shore still with 2 timeouts, minute and 20. Selinsgrove needs to get a first down just to get out of this half into the locker room and only be down 35-6.
Seacrest back-to-back 3-yard touchdown runs, pushes the lead to 35-6. Just a one-play drive after the fumble. And it all comes with 1:20 to go in the first half. Extra point good, 35-6 lead for Jersey Shore. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Again, kicking it away will be Reinhardt. Swift kicks have been the look. This is a line drive kick, be taken by Maria, and he's taken down as he crosses the 25-yard line and just swarmed over. That's Brett Rice, on the return. So it's going to be a first down at 10 for the Seals outside their own 25 at the 26-yard line. With Selinsgrove trailing 35-6, 1:16 to go in the opening half. Again, at halftime, we get some updated scores of other games going on around the valley. As Shamokin has increased their lead on Shikellamy 27-7. Score zone coming to the sideline. Split far to the right this time will be Wyatt Teets. I formation behind Amato. Amato gets the snap, give it to the fullback, straight up the middle, 2 yards, that's going to be it. That'll be a second down and 8. Quick timeout will be taken by the Bulldogs. Second down and 8 after a 2-yard pickup. So Selinsgrove got off to a 6-0 lead and did it in good-looking fashion. Come up with a big defensive stop. They get the fans here on the near side feeling good about what they saw, and understandably so, but unfortunately things have turned quickly in the latter part of this half as Selinsgrove finds himself down 35-6.
I mean, Jersey Shore just showing how well coached they are. They have changed what they're doing, it seems like, every other possession. And just keeping the Selinsgrove defense, kind of on their toes and having to pay attention to every little thing. And you add in with the speed and power that this offense for Jersey Shore has, it's a very tough recipe for the Selinsgrove defense, especially with some injuries tonight. Man, it's asking a lot for the Selinsgrove Seals.
So we have Jersey Shore with 1 timeout remaining. Second down and 8 following the timeout by the Bulldogs. Amato again will come up under center with I formation behind him. Man goes in motion. Going to give it to Brett Rice off the left. Brett Rice is going to cross the 30 to the 31-yard line. Harrod makes the stop. Another timeout taken by the Bulldogs, but Brett Rice trying to get everything he can on that run as he did cross the 30 to the 31. It'll make it a 3rd down and 5 for the Seals. Ryan, it is humid.
I am roasting. I can't wait to take this headset off at halftime for a couple minutes.
I did not realize I'd bring a fan. I just wondered. Now, you wonder about, remember week 1 against Juniata, we said about, you called it the cramp game. You're like, wonder how many cramps there's going to be.
We could see that tonight. This is ideal weather for that.
Surprised we haven't seen any, and knock on wood that first
Jordan's
half.
got a fan, Pat. He's
there you go,
blowing
Michael.
in our direction.
Thank you, Michael. 3rd down and long for the Seals following the last timeout by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Wide receivers to each side. A 2-safety look for Jersey Shore. Mata walks up behind center. 7-man front. It's going to go to Rice. Almost fumbles it, gets it back. Turns it into a positive play, but it'll be short of a first down as he gets to the 35-yard line. Selinsgrove will have to punt it away. Jersey Shore will have an opportunity to get the ball back with not much time. But with Jersey Shore, it may not matter. Selinsgrove's got to be careful here.
Yeah, Selinsgrove could possibly get this down to about 12 seconds before they have to hike it and punt it. So Jersey Shore could do a big punt return here for a touchdown, or even if they are tackled early, probably have at least one last play of the half for Jersey Shore's offense.
Haven't mentioned it, but look at that moon, Ryan, up above. Very nice. Very nice moon.
I think Selinsgrove is going to take the penalty.
And not use a timeout?
Yep. Or use a timeout. I forgot they do still have one.
So Selinsgrove does take a timeout. Chance to look at some other scores. Lime Mountain leading Juniata 21-0. That's the exact same score. Williamsport up on Central Mountain 21-0. Bloom and Lewisburg in an 8-point battle with Lewisburg trailing 14-6. Montoursville and Danville. Danville leading Montoursville 7-3. Mifflinburg up on Mount Carmel 20-7. Southern just leading Milton 14-0 at last check. Loyal Sock leading Hughesville 7-0. Troy leading South Williamsport 21-6. Midwest trailing Warrior Run 27-0. And again, Shamokin leading Chickalimi 27-7. So fourth down play. Fourth down. Trying to see if you can get, and they do. They get Jersey Shore left tackle jumped off. Should be a walk-off, and that would be a knee taking us into halftime. So Selinsgrove draws that up and gets a jump. So it's going to be a first down pickup for Selinsgrove off the penalty. And now do you jack it up and throw it deep down the sideline, try to get Teets involved in a play, or maybe knight it? We'll see what they draw up as Bastian, the OC, comes to the sideline.
I don't care what they do here. That was a great call by this coaching staff and a great hard count by Amato. That was very, very smooth for Selinsgrove.
Wide receivers to each side. Amato under center. Taking the snap. Drops back. Three-step drop. Looking for Teets. Down the right sideline. Defended well. Falls incomplete. And that still is going to leave 8.2 seconds left on the game clock.
Now, I know you're not good at math, Pat, but that's at least one play, maybe two.
It could be. See how they handle this. They did drop Motto back on the last one and let him get rid of it quickly. I'm sure that's the message. Don't get running around and scrambling around. Get rid of the pass. And he did on that one, but it was well defended. See Motto talking to Bastian a lot with the palms up, wondering, almost like he seemed confused about what the play call was, but
maybe the speaker in his helmet's not working.
Yeah, it could be it. It's like run up a mountain going backwards.
Yep. And sideways.
Second down and long. Mata's going to drop back. Looking, under pressure, hold it for way too long, and take it to the turf. And that will wrap up the first half. A first half, again, that saw Selinsgrove get on the board first and led 6-0. But it was all Jersey Shore after that, as they now lead at halftime 35-6 over the Seals. Take a break, come back. We'll have the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show for you from Harold L. Bullock Memorial Field. The Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, Eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Blaze Alexander Chevrolet GMC of Selinsgrove. We know everyday vehicles aren't so everyday. They're what get you to the kids' sporting events, practices, and family road trips. They're what you count on to tow the boats to the lake or haul ATVs to the trails. And right now, you can drive home your perfect everyday ride with up to $16,000 off select makes and models. Because at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet GMC of Selinsgrove, even if your everyday vehicle isn't so ordinary, your savings will be, because we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
Time to do something a little different with your financial life? At Service First, we take pride in being anything but typical and helping our 47,000 plus members achieve their financial goals. At Service First, we're celebrating 50 years of being friends you can bank on. Become a member today.
High school football season is here. Cheer for the Seals with us at the Selinsgrove Dairy Queen. There's no better place to celebrate. We have your favorite eats and treats, from burgers to blizzards, and don't forget our ice cream cakes. Selinsgrove DQ Grill and Chill for the win. Go Seals.
Subaru Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru. Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer at 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
Ali Drajum and Layla Young on trumpet, Briar Cohen on horn, Kevin Larry on trombone, Jackson Rain on baritone, and joined by Malachi Bowen on tuba. We close our show as we perform the finale, Paradise. All arrangements are by Ricky Standards, use permission from Grand Mason Marjorie. The band is under the direction of Mr. Christopher Barr. Support staff includes Brenna Henley, Assistant Director, Tyler Walk, Colligan Instructor, and Quinn Henley, Percussion Instructor. Our drill is designed specifically for the band by Jeffrey Beck. Our band officers are Ellie Sutton.
Welcome to halftime here at Harold L. Bolig Memorial Field on the campus of Selinsgrove Area High School. Scoring recap looks like this as Selinsgrove got on the board first. It came on a 24-yard touchdown run by Jess Maria. It was with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Selinsgrove had a 5-play drive, covered 67 yards. Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. The extra point was no good, but Selinsgrove led 6-0. Then Jersey Shore would get on the board as Luke Ryan took it from 13 yards out. That came with 4:36 to go in the first quarter. That completed a 7-play drive. It went for 75 yards, only took a minute and 19 seconds. With the extra point, Jersey Shore would have the lead 7-6. And then Herrick got in the scoring column for the Bulldogs. This was a 7-yard run with just 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. That was a 9-play, 57-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Extra point good, and is an 8-point lead for Jersey Shore at 14-6. That would be the score at the end of the first quarter, 14-6. Moving to the second quarter, and sophomore quarterback Pauling got into the scoring column. This is just a 1-yard run with 10:16 to go in the first half. That was an 8-play drive covering 59 yards. Took a minute and 44 seconds. Extra point good. 21-6 lead. So 21 unanswered points for the Jersey Shore offense as we moved into the second quarter. But then it was back-to-back touchdowns by Bo Sechrist, both from 3 yards out. First one came with 1:49 to go in the first half. 10-play drive, went 55 yards, so 3 minutes and 8 seconds, the extra point good. And it was a 28-6 lead for Jersey Shore. And again, Sechrist, as I mentioned, back-to-back touchdowns. This one from 3 yards out, came with 1:20 to go in the first half. Came after a turnover. It's picked up by Jersey Shore. Taylon Lope picked it up, took it inside of the 5-yard line to the 3-yard line, and that was a 1-play drive for Jersey Shore. Extra point good, and that's where we stand at halftime with Jersey Shore leading 35-6 over the Selinsgrove Seals. Selinsgrove, like I said, got off to the 6-0 lead, but it's been 35 unanswered points by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And again, that's where we stand as a Jersey Shore marching band entertaining the crowd on a humid, muggy night on the Selinsgrove area campus. As we continue with the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show, what we do is we give you the Seals athletic rundown. And to do that each week, we check in with our very own Murphy O'Brien.
This week, the field hockey team came up with 2 big wins. To start the week, they took down Danville, and later in the week, they had a thrilling win over Wyoming Valley West. Tomorrow, the team will compete against West Perry and Palmyra in the Palmyra tournament. They will return home on Tuesday as Mifflinburg makes the trip to Selinsgrove. They end their week against Shikellamy with a varsity-only matchup. The girls' soccer team improved to 3-1 this week with a huge 11-1 win over Williamson and a tight 3-2 win over Lewisburg. On Wednesday, the team will remain at home to take on Danville with a 7 p.m. start before heading to Jersey Shore on Thursday night. The boys' soccer team won their only game this week as they took down Hughesville 3-1. The team looks to hold their undefeated record as they take on Central Mountain at home on Tuesday night. The golf team fell to Central Mountain in a tight match. The Seals are currently 3-2. This week, the team will host Shikellamy. The girls' tennis team dropped a close match with Shikellamy earlier in the week. The team is currently 2-2. They will have back-to-back road trips as they take on Lewisburg tomorrow morning before heading to Danville on Monday afternoon. The team will end their week back on their home court with a match against Central Columbia. That match is set to start at 4 p.m. The cross-country team competed on Tuesday afternoon. We have no update on the outcome of that race. The girls' volleyball team fell to Towanda on Tuesday night. They will be headed to Central Columbia tomorrow as they take on the Blue Jays in the afternoon. From there, they will return home to take on South Williamsport on Tuesday and Hanover on Thursday. This is Murphy O'Brien. Join me each week for the Seals Athletic Rundown on Eagle 107 and Eagle107.com.
Appreciate Murphy checking in with the Seals Athletic Rundown. We'll continue with the Liberty Basement System halftime show after this break, as we will give you the stats from that first half. All that and more with some updated scores, and get ready for the second half. Again, all part of the Liberty Basement System halftime show here on Eagle 107, Eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Buy the best pre-owned vehicle from the area's #1 certified pre-owned Ford dealer, Selinsgrove Ford. Selinsgrove Ford at the Bridge in Selinsgrove and at Selinsgroveford.com.
At J.J. Powell, we know keeping your home warm shouldn't be a hassle. With Easy Pay, you get capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery, so you can relax and take it easy. Don't wait. Join online at jjpowell.com or call 800-432-0866 today. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
Whether tailgating at the stadium before the game or watching from the comfort of your own home, Wise Markets has you covered. Wise Markets, the official grocer of Penn State football.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the third nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
Big moments deserve big celebrations. The Polished Party Place in Selinsgrove delivers. With shelves of stylish decorations, your event will shine. Plan with Polished Party Place. Custom themes and flawless details. Here or wherever you are celebrating. Weddings, showers, receptions, graduation parties, birthdays, and so much more.
Welcome back to Harold L. Bullock Memorial Field and the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show. Selinsgrove football on SBC Sports Live is sponsored in part by Liberty Basement Systems, Countryside Landscaping Service, and Tri-County Tag. Looking at the stats here in that first half, again, Selinsgrove got on the board first, but it was Jersey Shore going on a 35 unanswered point run and lead 35-6. Selinsgrove just 4 first downs in that first half, with Jersey Shore having 17. In the rushing department, Jersey Shore 174, Selinsgrove just 30. In the passing department, 133 yards for Jersey Shore, 45 for Selinsgrove. So total yards on the game on 47 plays. Jersey Shore has 307 yards. Selinsgrove on 28 plays, just 75 yards. Selinsgrove just one penalty. Jersey Shore with 6 penalties. Both teams with the turnover. Both had a fumble in that first half. Individual numbers, Pauline, sophomore quarterback for Jersey Shore, 12 for 15, 133 yards. His main target is Watkins with 6 catches for 77 yards. In the rushing department, Sechrist has 2 rushing touchdowns to go with 18 carries and 100 yards. Harrod, 5 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. For Selinsgrove, Amato, 4 for 12 for just 45 yards. Jess Maria has the lone touchdown run for Selinsgrove on 1 carry. Rice held to 17 yards on 5 carries. Teets has added 3 catches on his season for 38 yards, and Neidig has 1 catch for 7 yards. Selinsgrove trailing 35-6. The Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game candidates are many. Big plays by the Jersey Shore Bulldog in that rushing department. At the end of the game, we'll announce the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Let's take our final break. Come back as we continue with the Liberty Basement Systems halftime show here on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Troy Zerman, head coach. Meet my team. Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Jow, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online.
So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Sunday.
We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988-JEEP or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And EH Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
Time to do something a little different with your financial life? At Service First, we take pride in being anything but typical and helping our 47,000 plus members achieve their financial goals. At Service First, we're celebrating 50 years of being friends you can bank on. Become a member today.
It may be the end of W&L's summer sales event here at Nissan, but we're not cooling off yet. We've still got the best deals in the Susquehanna Valley.
Enjoy 0 interest on our 3 hottest SUVs, the classy Murano, sporty Rogue, and the family-friendly Pathfinder. And tackle your tailgate or finish those summer projects in the Nissan Frontier, with rates as low as 1.9% for 60 months, plus $3,500 off with Nissan Bonus Cash.
Let our team find a hot deal on a cool ride. We're off Route 15 in Shamokin Dam and online at WNLNissan.com.
Have returned to the field as we conclude the Liberty Basement System halftime show. Selinsgrove trailing at halftime 35-6 to Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore looking to improve to 3-0. Selinsgrove trying to avoid going 0-3. Tough second half task for the Seals. They knew coming in. They did get the first score of the game. Got the fans into it, but it's been Jersey Shore that's been pushing the foot on the gas to lead 35-6. But Selinsgrove gets the second half kickoff, an opportunity maybe to establish something get things going. There has been some bright spots. We've liked the slants they've gone to. Now it's about adjusting that because Jersey Shores are going to and did adjust to those throws.
Yeah, and I love the mentality. You said it to me before we just went on the air here. Hey, at least we get the ball to start the second half. You got to stay positive here. Keep the mindset right. Go out and compete. See what happens. But, some of this, too, is just respect,
Trying to get personnel out there and get for this kickoff. And some guys coming out late and come back on. So trying to get this right so we can get ready for the second half. Hey, always be aware of a Tom Gravish coach team. Watch an onside kick or something. Just never know. Tom Gravish doesn't take his foot off the gas in any game that we've ever seen for over a decade. But it will be the Jersey Shore Bulldogs kicking it away to the Selinsgrove Seals with Jersey Shore leading 35-6, and we start the second half. A short kick would be taken by Rice at the 12. He's at the 20, 25. And he's tackled outside of the 25 to the 27-yard line as Jack Peters leads the way for the Selinsgrove offense back on the field. Offensive line, Jack Peters, Logan Dressler, Owen Hoffman, the center, Portwood as the guard, and also you've seen Magnuson or Griffin Voss playing the guard position. It will be Voss to start playing that left guard. First down and 10 for the Seals.
Well, that pace from Jersey Shore makes you even have to sub out offensive linemen.
Wide receivers to each side. Tight end on the left. Amato under center. Late guy coming into the game, and that's a freshman. Fegley gets in, lines up at the fullback position. Deep man. Rice gets the call. Maybe one. That's it. Tackled in the front of that defense. Looks like that was Lope on the stop, the senior at 5'10", 220 pounds, man in the middle of that Jersey Shore Bulldog defense.
Selinsgrove's got to get focused here. We just had the kickoff, didn't have the right personnel out. Didn't have the right personnel out for the first play, ran in late. Got to be ready to go here, get focused. Still a lot of football to play.
Jess Marie will check into the game for the Seals. He'll line up at the right tight end position. He's got the lone touchdown of the night for Selinsgrove. Wide receivers each side. Shotgun for Amato. Takes a snap. Give it to Rice. Rice gets a couple before swarmed over. Leading the way is Harrod. Rice tries to spin out of it. Whistle blows. Give him maybe one. It's going to be a third down and long for the Seals.
Well, Rice runs hard. He just barrels in there, shoulder down. Bounced off a couple guys. Tried to make a spin move. I don't know if I like the spot. I thought he might have got up a little further, but either way, Selinsgrove's looking at a third and pretty decent here.
Better call it third and 8. Yeah, it's just started the second half. Seals trailing 35-6, 10:35 to go in the third period. Amato looking for the snap, gets it. Two-step drop, looking for a slant. Got his man, makes the catch, but unfortunately looks like it's going to be short of a first down. Slow to get up was the defender for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Who made the stop on that was Chase Ellison. And it's going to be a fourth down and a long one. Selinsgrove looked like they're going to go for it, and I know sometimes you say, why not?
Take note on that play there. There was a streaking wide receiver, and the underneath route is what Amato hit. And as soon as Amato started the throwing motion, the guy covering the streaking route stepped up. So maybe a pump fake on that. You might catch an open man downfield later on in the game. See if they maybe go to that later on.
Neidick to the right, Teets to the left. Just Maria goes in motion. Amato's going to keep it. Gets a good push. Does he have enough? Looks like he did. Owen Hoffman, the center up front, along with the guards, get a push, and Selinsgrove gets an all-important first down.
Well, Jalen Hurts there with the tush push and able to get the first down, a.k.a. Rocco Amato right there. Very nice drive there by Amato. Kept the legs going, showing some strength, and a much-needed first down for the Selinsgrove Seals offense.
Worth mentioning that Mason Vasquez not playing tonight.
Yep.
Got word he was not feeling well throughout the week, unable to go tonight. So hope he's feeling better and get him back in the lineup for the Seals next week on the road at Central Mountain. Shotgun for Amato. Two-step drop. Looking for a slant again. Catch is made by the tight end. Bettle makes the catch. Runs over a couple guys. Off the left side at the 40, 35, 30. It's going to be tripped up as he gets inside of the 25-yard line. Lowered his shoulder was Bettle, and it turns into the biggest play of the night for the Seals.
Let me tell you right there, that was a weight room run. We call those out when we see him bouncing off the guy, showing strength. And then when things cleared up, Bettle's showing speed that I wasn't quite sure he had. Big play for the Seals offense coming out here in the second half. Offense is moving nicely, changed the field position. All positive things right now.
A 40-yard pickup for Bettle on the catch and run. Selinsgrove 2 first downs on this possession. They only had 4 in the first half. Pistol with Rice behind Amato. Rice gets the call up the middle. Again, nothing there. Just big push by the middle of that defense for the Jersey Shore defense. Again, you see that size, and they put it up in front there, 58, helping to lead the way that time. That's Willits, along with number 55, Lope. And nothing for Brett Rice to do. Get back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Seals, trailing 35-6. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in the third period. Trips to the right this time for Amato. Rice behind him, one wide receiver to the left. Amato gets the snap. Looking deep down the right sideline. Looking for a receiver beyond the defense. It looks like it might have been intercepted, and it is.
And both guys go up. I think they both kind of caught it. If offense can secure that, and hang on to it, and they both have it, it goes in favor of the offense. But Jersey Shore showing a lot of hand strength there, yanked it out, and they'll get the interception in the end zone and get the ball out the 20-yard line.
Comes out to the 20, as you said, following the interception. Second turnover of the night for the Seals. This one comes through the air, which would be Amato's second interception of the season. And a good defensive play by the Bulldogs. They lead 35-6, and they have the ball. Go to Seacrest off the right, stretching him out to the sideline, but he finds room beyond the 25, out to the 26-yard line before he is stopped on the far side. Logan Dresser in on the stop, slow to get up. Is that Brett Rice? I'm trying to see if, actually that's Crew Carter going to be slow to get to his feet, as the medical staff will make his way over to assist Crew Carter, who came up on that stop as well.
Well, hopefully he's okay. He's had a really nice game tonight. And outside of his play on both sides of the ball, the punting, he's been a great punter here for the Seals. Pretty active tonight, but he seems to be okay, walking pretty good, actually jogging, so that's a great sign.
And the training staff for Jersey Shore were the first ones out, as it was along their sidelines. And I'm sure she said, just take a break here for a second and get your staff over here, and that's what you did. And like you said, so he's making his way. He doesn't look hindered by anything. Hindered at this point as he makes his way to the sideline is neon green.
Yeah, he tried to stay in, Pat. He was trying to stay in the game, but not allowed to. I wouldn't be surprised. He might be back in right after this play.
Second down play. Second down and 4 for the Seals, or for the Bulldogs, excuse me. They got a first down and more. Still going is Harrod. Harrod's going to be caught and slid to the turf as that Teats coming up, make the stop from his safety position. It was, but Jersey Shore give you a little bit of everything. Right now, they're taking advantage of between the tackles as they pick up that first down beyond the 35 to the 36-yard line.
One of the clear things for Jersey Shore's success is their ability to get to that second tier and get another block. They are fantastic with run blocking.
Pauling rolling to his right, gets rid of it. It's got a man coming back to make the catch, and the catch is made by Ryan. Has a touchdown on the night in the rushing department, but he makes a good catch coming back to the ball, schooled well as he came back to the ball, made the catch. Short of a first down, second down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Well, Pauling
penalty, though.
Oh.
Right, it's going to be a holding against Jersey Shore. We'll take that all day. No wonder Pauling had so much time to get that ball out there.
Speaking of Pauling, 12 of 15 in the first half, very efficient. No drop-off so far here. He just throws a really nice ball, got good touch. His timing, you can tell he's definitely worked a lot with his receivers. And they're not really downfield, but, man, is he effective in that short game.
Well, coming in tonight, he was 21 for 33 for 374 yards and 3 touchdowns. He did have 2 picks in the first 2 weeks. But, again, efficient tonight. Coming in tonight, he was at 64% completion percentage. He's adding to that. Was an efficient night for the sophomore quarterback for the Bulldogs. So penalty against the Bulldogs puts the ball back at about the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 22, under 7 to go in the third, a 35-6 lead. Running back able to get to the edge once again. Looks like the defender got caught inside, and Seacrest, or that's Harrod, bounces to the outside. Short pickup, as he gets to beyond the 30, up to the 33-yard line, second down and long for Jersey Shore.
Well, Wyatt Teets led in the tackle department last week. You don't really want that out of your safety, but, man, I do like his ability from that position and run support. That was all him there. Great pursuit angle, downhill, laying the big hit.
Tight formation this time for the Bulldogs. Second down and long. Going to go with the end around. And is that going to be Bettle making the stop? That time able to, or is that Medowery? We're saying number 3, Fordyce on the stop. A good muscle physicality tackle by Fordyce.
I like this energy we're seeing out of Selinsgrove. Offense moved the ball down the field, had the interception. They definitely didn't want that. But there is a nice little pop in the step of the Selinsgrove team here in the second half.
It was Yingling on that last carry for the Bulldogs. Pauling drops back, getting some pressure. Backpedaling, gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. As he goes to the turf, heavy pressure by the Seals. He's slow to get off the turf, but it forces what you would think, a punting play here for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Oh, the Selinsgrove defense did what they were supposed to. They came out, got the stop, didn't really allow any change in the field position. They should have a great chance here at a return, even a small return, be right at midfield.
Want him just to complete the catch first. A good punt. Driving Teets all the way back. Over the shoulder catch. He's at the 20. Gets a good block to the 30. Dragging defenders as he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Selinsgrove good field position as Teets took a big hit, but he bounces up, gives the ball to the officials, said, let's go play some offense.
Let's talk about how difficult of a punt return that was. He caught that over his shoulder. That's a tough catch. But the importance of it, if he doesn't get it, that ball's bouncing, and Selinsgrove's going to have horrible field position. Not only does he make the heads-up play, makes the catch, but then he returns it for a decent return as well. Man, Wyatt Teets, he's got some ability. That's a nice football player out there wearing a red jersey.
Plus, like you said, and he took on a big hit at the end of that run, but popped up. Seals have it first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Amato gets the snap, give it to Rice. Rice is going to be able to drag defenders as Yingling was the first one in there, but he was able to drive him beyond the 45-yard line to the 45.5-yard line to make this a second down and a little less than 5 for the Seals.
Hey, that's a great first down play. Offense moving forward, good chunk. Again, second down and 5 gives you a lot of options in your playbook.
See if they go to any of those options here to pick up a first down. Going on a long count. Give it to Rice between the tackles. Going to get a good push to the 48-yard line. So now it's going to be a third down and 2 for the Seals. Massive humanity on the turf trying to get to their feet. Jersey Shore saying they had the ball, but the officials call it down. So it sets up a third down and short for the Seals.
And I would have to assume at midfield, this is definitely 2-down territory. So Selinsgrove can definitely run the ball here, try and get the short gain, and probably line up and do the same thing again. And, you know, if you can get 2 yards here and 2 carries, you're going to get 4 more. And if you can't, you don't deserve 4 more. So,
well, Motto's got him lined up. Just, nope, that score zone goes in motion. Give it to Rice. Rice straight up the middle. Looks like he's going to be stopped 1 yard short of a first down. But as you mentioned, you knew they were going on to try to pick up a first down, even if they didn't make it on that last play, and they didn't. So they'll have it fourth down and less than a yard to try to keep this ball moving right at midfield at their own 49-yard line for the Seals.
Well, fourth and short. We've seen the tush push already, success for Seals.
Seal shove.
Yeah. Or do they get crazy here and open it up and try and make a big play here? No safeties over top. Everyone at the line of scrimmage.
Amato under center, taking a snap. Slow to get this one going. Now it's going to be a matter of a spot. The officials are saying stop the clock. So they're saying it's a first down, a pickup by Rocco Amato. Looked like he was slow to get that started, but fortunately using that extra strength that he built up and some weight over the offseason to pick up a first down.
Now, I think he kind of paused for a second just to find a crease to get through. Good patience there from Amato. But that tush push they've been doing, they're executing it. It looks pretty good.
Seal shove.
Seal shove.
7-0 lead for the Chargers over the Chiefs. That's with 4:28 to go in the first quarter. Wide receivers to each side. Clock winding down to 3 minutes to go in the third. Selinsgrove trailing 35-6. An audible called by Amato. Blitz coming. Give it to Rice. Trying to get to the edge. Trying to outrun Thompson, and he will. He gets to the sideline. Maybe a 9-yard pickup. First time we've seen that from the speedster Rice, and he picks up 9 yards.
Yeah, that's all it was there. It was just speed on speed. Rice had a little bit more and able to get the corner. Good blocking out there. I don't know who the receiver was, but excellent blocking for the receiver, getting the cornerback out of the way. Selinsgrove looking pretty good here, Pat.
They got 8 yards on the run, Brian, to set up another opportunity where you know they're going to go use all 4 downs to try to pick up first down. That's a great way to start this possession.
And already under 3 minutes, no one has scored here in the quarter.
Amato looking over the defense. Amato gets the snap. 3-step drop. Looking deep down the left sideline. Trying to get it out there, and it's going to be picked off. Coming back the other way is the D-back, as that's Reinert, and he's got some more room. Looking for another block, and he's going to outrun the last defender. Nope! Give a lot of credit to the Seal lineman who is just gutting it out on a tough day. Get to his feet. Gonna need a break after he was able to chase down what looked like it was going to be Reinhardt, taking it the distance and slow getting off the turf, and checked by the medical staff. The effort made by Peters to get there and make that stop. Kudos to the senior on a very difficult night.
We got to ask our stat guy, is that an assisted tackle? Because he was shoved to get to him and make that tackle.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. This is going to go to Harrod. Harrod's going to be stopped by Owen Hoffman. Also involved in the stop for the Seals up front, making that push was Landon Hupp, the sophomore, 5'10", 210. Fagley will come into the game. 2nd down and 8. Jersey Shore looking out in the flat. Got a man, falls in and out of the would-be receiver. That was Thompson trying to make the catch. The senior tight end falls incomplete. 3rd down and long for Jersey Shore. Clock continues, or it's going to be held up here after the incomplete, but it's at 2:02 in the third, with Selinsgrove trailing 35-6. Pauling rolling to his right, gets rid of it. Trying to come back for his receiver, unable to, falls incomplete. That time, that was Luke Ryan attempting to make the catch, defended out there by Crew Carter and Fordyce. So it's a 4th down and 8 for Jersey Shore, and they will go for it here. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Going to go bunch formation to the left. Pauling's looking left, getting some pressure. Avoids 2 tackles. Still going, caught from behind. Caught from behind. Make sure we give credit. Who making the stop on that one? Looks like Magnuson makes the stop. Number 51 makes the stop. Good job by the Seals. Turnover on downs, back to the Selinsgrove offense.
This reminds me, kind of in field goal range there. Don't go for the field goal. Reminds me of a story of Mike Bingaman. Back in the day, Missy's parents had an exchange student from Brazil, Carlos. I'm not going to try and butcher his last name. Great athlete here at Selinsgrove, went into SU and won MAC titles, tennis player and soccer player. But Mike kicked a 30-yard field goal that day, out-kicking Carlos, and he was so excited about it. But here's the funny part. Mike ripped his pants and had to, run off the field and go home.
Well, that's exactly what the Seals were wishing that play would have been able to do, not running off the field. And it's going to be a penalty. It looks like on top of it, looks like maybe a holding call against the Seals. But, ripped pants. You got to be a little more flexible than that. You got to go with the right pair of pants when you're trying to out-kick people. But obviously, Mike Bingaman not taking care of that responsibility. Hope the next pair of pants were a much better fit and more capable of handling the girth and size of one Mike Bingaman.
Mike can handle that.
So it is a penalty against the Seals. Amato gets the call from the sideline, make the long run to the left hash as the clock will be put in play. 1:40 to go into third. No score here in the third quarter. At halftime, it was 35-6, and that's still where we sit with 1:30 to go into third. Man goes in motion. Amato gets the snap, turn, gives the lone back in the backfield. That's Rice. He's met, and he's going to be driven back. I don't know if they'll even give him a yard on that one, maybe a half yard, as every inch for Rice has been difficult tonight against that tough up front defenders for the Bulldogs.
And actually, in the last defense stand there for the Seals, Rice was over here on the sideline. JT, the trainer, I don't know if he's retaping something, but something to keep an eye on with Rice as the game moves on, see how he's doing.
Logan Dressler will come out of the game for the Seals on a second down and long. Called it second down and 19, under 50 seconds to go in the third. Nidek's going to split far to the right, Teets to the left. Shotgun formation for Amato, getting the snap, looking over the middle. Try to run a screen, and not able to make the connection on the screen. He was trying to get to Rice, and Amato took the heavy push into the end zone.
And that was a little scary because there were some Jersey Shore Bulldogs all around that screen. I'll take a drop.
I like the fact they try to run a screen.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that all year. And they try it, and you put it on film, and now you can talk about why it didn't go the way you wanted to and
build on it.
Sometimes a lot of the problem is the lineman didn't shuck them enough, and they let them go. And Amato was just in a complete backpedal.
Yeah, instant.
Not able to put anything on that to make that connection. But it was an attempt nonetheless. Third down and 19 for the Seals on a stop clock. 38 seconds to go in the third. Amato gets the snap. Trying to throw it out in the flat. Making the catch is Bettle. And he's going to be hit to the turf. Difficult hit, but he bounces up. It was Thompson and Luke Ryan on the stop. Well short of a first down. Crew Carter will come out and punt it away.
Selinsgrove doesn't even have to punt this yet. The quarter might come to an end. And but it would make it a scoreless third quarter. I mean, I think that's a positive for sure. Selinsgrove definitely looking more alive and executing in their game plan here in the third quarter. A very, very even played quarter for both teams.
Yeah, clock's under 5, and Crew Carter is being told, don't worry about it. We're going to let it run out. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Selinsgrove trailing 35-6. The Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Subaru Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru. Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer at 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
High school football season is here. Cheer for the Seals with us at the Selinsgrove Dairy Queen. There's no better place to celebrate. We have your favorite eats and treats, from burgers to blizzards, and don't forget our ice cream cakes. Selinsgrove DQ Grill and Chill for the win. Go Seals.
Gets the snap under heavy pressure. Now he's going to take off and run with it. He's trying to get to the edge at the 20. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to come up short. There was a blocker in front of him that didn't realize, I don't think, that he was running, and ran right past the defender, and it's Crew Carter being tackled at the 24-yard line, and Jersey Shore will take over first down and 10 deep in Selinsgrove territory.
Now a short field here. This is going to be tough for this defense. They got to stay positive, even after not getting, field change or a first down there.
Selinsgrove football on SBC Sports Live, sponsored in part by W&L Mazda, Nissan, and Subaru. Chris Canowell, State Farm Insurance. Straight up the middle for the Bulldogs. Good push by the Seals, stopping Seacrest on the run, give them forward momentum to the 19-yard line. So after initial burst by Seacrest, Selinsgrove makes the stop after the 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Moved into the fourth quarter with Selinsgrove trailing 35-6. Quick pass by Pauling. Gets it out to Watkins. Watkins up the left sideline, pushed out of bounds. And it's going to be a first down, so it'll be first and goal to go from the 5 for the Bulldogs. Try to get some updated scores after this next play on the high school venue. Pauling gets the snap, gives it to the deep man. Bouncing off tackles, close to the goal line. Touchdown for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Well, no score in the third quarter by either team, but a quick strike here to start the fourth. And now, Pat, we have entered mercy rule.
Yes, we have. After Crew Carter took the quick snap before we got back from a timeout and tried to take off with it. He did have a blocker ahead of him, but I don't think he knew it was coming up his backside. So by the time we got back, he was in a run mode, and he got tackled, and it handed the ball over on downs back to Jersey Shore. They take advantage of it, put it in the end zone, and increase their lead to 42-6 as we moved into the fourth quarter. Take a break, come back. We'll wait for the Jersey Shore kickoff. Selinsgrove will get back on offense. Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107 and Eagle107.com.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet GMC of Selinsgrove, we know everyday vehicles aren't so everyday. They're what get you to the kids' sporting events, practices, and family road trips. They're what you count on to tow the boats to the lake or haul ATVs to the trails. And right now, you can drive home your perfect everyday ride with up to $16,000 off select makes and models. Because at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet GMC of Selinsgrove, even if your everyday vehicle isn't so ordinary, your savings will be. Because we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
Seacrest makes it back to back touchdowns. This one coming from 5 yards out. His other two were from 3 yards out, so he adds his third on the night with the extra points. Now 42-6. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. Return man Rice takes it at the 20. Tries to duck between two tackles. Can't do that. Taken down outside of the 20, about the 22-yard line. But again, Seacrest gets his third rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 5 yards out with 11:09 to go in the ball game. Just a three-play drive, covered 25 yards, extra point good. It's a 42-6 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Munson comes back in. See Griffin Voss making his way out onto the field as well on this first down and 10 play for the Selinsgrove Seals. And as you said, we've moved into the mercy rule, which for those that don't know, the clock will continue to run. The only times it stops on scores, injuries, or on turnovers. So Selinsgrove will just try to run some offense, trying to gain some positives here. Give it to the deep man. That's Rice hitting the backfield. Not going anywhere. Actually, it was Crew Carter on the carry that time. Nothing there. Big stop by the Bulldogs.
The right side there of the defensive line basically got through untouched, right to where Crew Carter was trying to run the ball. No chance there. Just hang on to the ball, and he did a good job because they were trying to rip it out.
Seals pop out of the huddle. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Seals looking at an 0-3 start as the Jersey Shore Bulldogs look to go 3-0, getting ready to take on the Shamokin Indians next week. Shamokin was leading Shikellamy to look to try to improve to 3-0. Crew Carter gets the call again, crosses the 21 to about the 22-yard line, but it's going to be well short of first down, so it's going to be a third down and long for the Seals. Next week, Selinsgrove on the road after back-to-back home games and make the trip up to Mill Hall to take on the Central Mountain Wildcats. As Central Mountain, last check, was trailing to Williamsport. That's still the case at this point, being shut out by the Millionaires, 42-0. Two wide receivers to the right. Motto under center, getting the snap, two-step drop, looking, getting rid of it on a slant, unable to make the connection, falls incomplete, intended for Neidig. On the coverage was Kelly, the sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Oh, Rocco wants that back. He wants that back. He had his man on the slant a little bit lower, and that might have been a touchdown because there was nothing else over top. Just a little bit off there on the throw.
Personnel, guys going in and out of the game, looking for somebody else, and finally they're going to run man out on the field, and that's number 14. That's Jet Hollenbach will come on. He's just a freshman on this punt team for the Seals. Carter waiting for the snap. Gets a good snap under some pressure, gets rid of it. Good punt. Reinhardt will let it bounce. Take it off the turf at the 31. Going to get to the edge. It'll be a block in the back against the Bulldogs. They'll walk that one off. It allows to remind you that Selinsgrove Football and SBC Sports Live, sponsored in part by Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Selinsgrove and Service First Federal Credit Union. Appreciate all the sponsorship of the Selinsgrove Seals.
Close to a good block there. I mean, if they wouldn't have thrown a flag, you wouldn't have heard anything from me there. But officials thought maybe a little too much. I know I was just talking with Zach, our stat guy, the crackback blocks are something they've really been calling in high school football. I didn't think that was over violent. That was more of a nudge just to keep him from being able to get the tackle. But Selinsgrove will 100% accept that penalty.
And they will, and it'll put the Bulldogs inside their own 20-yard line. Looks like they're at about their own 18-yard line, and we know Gravish's team, he doesn't take starters out. We'll run the numbers up and do a nice job that way. There's a lot of the same starters, if not all of them, still in the game, even though they're well in hand with a 42-6 lead with 7:33 to go in this one under a mercy rule clock.
Gravish has always done this. And we've always talked about, like, man, the risk of injuries. Like, these are your best players, and you have running backs with 30-plus carries in the past and blowouts. And we always thought, man, is this going to come to bite him? I don't think it's ever come back to bite him.
Well, quick throw this time by Pauling. He gets it out to Ryan, who makes the catch. So be tackled as he crosses the Jersey Shore 45-yard line out to the 46-yard line. No, I mean, I'm not going to ever doubt the success and Coach Gravish and what he's done here, but
it goes against, forget the sportsmanship part about it. I'm not even that concerned about that. It's the injury part. You've got a game in hand. It's mercy rule. Man, it's too risky for me.
It's going to be Harrod gets the call. He's going to get it into Selinsgrove territory to the 48-yard line. No, I mean, he likes to make sure all his guys get these numbers. I mean, they're going to pick up a lot of trash yardage to get a lot of up on the statistics. That way when he goes to promote his guys to be all state and all conference, all HAC, he's got the numbers to go along with it in these blowouts. It's going to be Yingling going off the left. Spins out of a tackle, still going up the left sideline. Still going, dragging defenders, and finally be knocked out. The opposite side of that will be, well, make some stops, make some plays, and don't allow this to be the case. And I understand that.
Yep.
But I was telling people all week the difference with Twin Valley and Jersey Shore is I knew Jersey Shore would keep the foot on the pedal no matter the score. Now, granted, last week it got to be 62-0, so a lot of subs, but Twin Valley didn't get much in the second half before we started seeing numbers. Handoff goes to the deep man. Inside of the 20, down to about the 17-yard line.
A lot of guys, Pat, going in and out right now for the Seals.
5:35 to go in the game. Selinsgrove trailing 42-6. There was no scoring in the third quarter. It was 35-0 at the end of the half and at the end of the third. But Harrod's going to get the call. He's going to be slammed to the turf, picks up a first down. They'll move the chains, and the clock will continue to run. Updated score, Lime Mountain leading Juniata 28-0. Williamsport up 42-0 on Central Mountain. Lewisburg leading Bloomsburg 18-14. Montoursville up 3 on Danville 10-3. Mifflinburg up just 6 on Mount Carmel 26-6. As the ball's taken off the right side inside the 5, close to a first down marker. Whether this will set up a first down goal to go or be a 2nd and 1. It looks like it'll be 2nd and 1 for Jersey Shore.
We gotta give him a shout out. Crew Carter, what an effort there diving to make that tackle. He's been doing it all game.
Quick getting in here that time was that Medowery making the stop, trying to get the number, came off the edge to make the stop. Good job for the Selinsgrove defense on that play. There's going to be a loss on the play, so it'll be a 3rd down play here for Jersey Shore. Under 4:15 before the next play is run, and it will be Pauling going to the left, sees goal line, close to the goal line, but then he's going to be swallowed up and take it to the turf, but it will be a first down run for Jersey Shore. But a good stop by the Seals to avoid him getting into the end zone. It looked like that might have been Owen Hoffman that got in there, was able to get the Pauling. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. One of the linemen came out grabbing his knee, walking away from the line of scrimmage. That was the guy who picked up the fumble recovery on the defensive side for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. That's Lope grabbing at his knee after that play. Second down, goal to go for the Bulldogs. A little shovel pass goes to Harrod, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown for Jersey Shore.
Everyone bit on the QB there, and he just waited the last moment to make the toss. Untouched Harrod, you said, right?
Looked like it was Harrod.
Yeah.
It looked like it was 30 on the carry.
Untouched into the end zone. The execution by Jersey Shore is fantastic.
It comes with 3:29 to go in this one. Extra point try. Up and good for Jersey Shore, increasing the lead to 49-6. Following Harrod's second rushing touchdown of the night, he had one back in the first quarter from 7 yards out that gave Jersey Shore a 14-6 lead. But he gets another one here with 3:29 to go in the game. They increase their lead after the extra point to 49-9 for Tom Gravish and his Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Ryan, that was an 11-play drive. Went 77 yards, took 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Again, the extra point was good. And it all comes after a 1-yard run by Harrod to push the lead to 49-9. Or 49-6. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. We've kind of brushed over it. Bloomsburg trailing Lewisburg 18-14. And you said it before we went there. This is high school football. You never know, young men, well, what's going to happen. You get a little too full of yourself, maybe not as prepared you need to be, but Lewisburg trying to get their first win of the year, and they are now trailing the undefeated Bloomsburg Panthers 18-14. That kickoff goes out of bounds, so Selinsgrove will have it at their own 35-yard line, trailing 49-6.
Do you have an updated Shikellamy-Shamokin?
Shikellamy and Shamokin, 34-7 lead for the Shamokin Indians over the Shikellamy Braves.
I predicted 55-7 Shamokin at work today, so I'm still alive.
Still alive. I formation for Amato. Give it to the deep man. Rice trying to get to the edge. Cuts it up. Puts his foot in the ground. Gets good yardage. Maybe a 9-yard pickup. Close to 10 by your senior running back. Rice on the carry.
One of Rice's nicest moves is his ability to put that outside foot, plant it, and cut back in. And it's not just that move, it's the explosion he gets out. Very comfortable in it, makes a lot of guys miss. And it's not just the quickness and making a miss. Like I said, the power behind it. It's a good run there by Rice. He's done that a couple times tonight.
Short of a first down, so it's 2nd down and 1. Amato turns, gives it to the fullback. That's Just Maria. He's going to be blown back. They will give him forward progress for the first down. Actually, is that Just Maria? Yeah, Just Maria on the carry. So Seals do get a first down. Next week, as we mentioned, Seals will be at Central Mountain. They'll return home to take on the Williamsport Millionaires before back-to-back road games. On the 26th, they got to travel to Shamokin. And on the 3rd, they'll be at Shikellamy. Then they'll return home to take on Hollidaysburg, away at Berwick, and the final home game, or the final game of the year, will be a home game against Danville. All coming up after this game for the Seals. New running back in, going off to the right. Some room that time for the Seals in the Jersey Shore territory. On the carry was number 15 with the nice carry, showing some quickness. He was the backup quarterback last week. He came in against Twin Valley, but it was nice to see Isaac Thomas, the freshman, get the carry.
Just under a minute and a half. See if Selinsgrove maybe picks up the pace here. Try and get one more score here before the game ends. The clock will run unless the timeout's called because of mercy rule.
Fordyce and Neidick to the left. Amato stays at a quarterback underneath center. Deep man is Isaac Thomas. He gets the call. Dragging defenders inside of the 45. It will be enough for a first down for the Seals. Clock winding to 55 seconds to go in this one. Selinsgrove's going to come up short as they trail 49-6. 49 unanswered points for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs to improve to 3-0. Selinsgrove will fall to 0-3 with an all-important game next week on the road at Central Mountain as they look to get their first win of the year. Two wide receivers to the left. I formation behind Amato. Amato gets the snap. Pitches it to Thomas. Thomas trying to get to the edge. He's at the 40, slips, falls over that little white line, and he's tripped up after picking up about 5 yards.
And I'm wondering if the humidity has something to do, because we've seen a couple of guys slip tonight, especially like, on punt returns or kick return when they put their foot back and plan to go forward. But they had just slipped there. No one there to make the tackle. He tackled himself.
And Selinsgrove's going to let that be the final play of the night as Selinsgrove comes up short to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. They fall 49-6 as the teams meet at midfield for the traditional handshake. Again, Selinsgrove falls 49-6 to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Take a break, come back. We'll give you the Eagle 107 post-game show. We'll give you the scoring recap, stats, Smoking Him Health Center backbreaker play of the game, and wrap things up here from Harold L. Bolick Memorial Field. Selinsgrove falls 49-6. The Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
And a safe trip home. Don't forget, if you're looking for apple dumplings, the bandstand has quite a few to give.
Time to do something a little different with your financial life? At Service First, we take pride in being anything but typical and helping our 47,000 plus members achieve their financial goals. At Service First, we're celebrating 50 years of being friends you can bank on. Become a member today.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
Find your new Mazda during the More Move You sales event going on now. Move into a Mazda CX-50 with financing as low as 0.9% for 60 months. The Mazda CX-90 will fit your lifestyle with multiple third-row options, while the Mazda CX-70 offers huge amounts of cargo space while remaining responsive and nimble. Both models offer thousands in customer cash and financing as low as 2.9% for 72 months. Move into a Mazda, the YOLO, in W&L Mazda, off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLMazda.com.
Whether tailgating at the stadium before the game or watching from the comfort of your own home, Wise Markets has you covered. Wise Markets, the official grocer of Penn State football.
Welcome to Eagle 107 Post. Welcome to the Eagle 107 post-game show. I was in a little up-tempo there, Ryan. I went on before the introduction. It's kind of like that Jersey Shore offense. Yeah, it was a little bit quick on that one. But we are here. Welcome again to the Eagle 107 post-game. Scoring recap looks like this. Again, Selinsgrove got on the board first on a 24-yard touchdown run by Jess Maria. That came with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. 5-play drive covering 67 yards. Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds to put it in the end zone. The extra point was no good, and Selinsgrove got off to a quick start, leading 6-0. But then back-to-back touchdown by Jersey Shore in that first quarter. First one came from Ryan. It was a 13-yard touchdown run with 4:36 to go in that first quarter. That was a 7-play drive going 75 yards. The extra point good, and it's the first lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, leading 7-6. And then Harrod got on the scoring column on the 7-yard touchdown run. 9-play drive, 57 yards, taking just over 2 minutes. Extra point good, and it's a 14-6 lead going in the end of the first quarter. Move into the second quarter, and it was Pauline, the sophomore quarterback, got in the scoring column on a 1-yard run. That came with 10:16 to go in the first half. 8-play drive covering 59 yards. Took 1 minute and 44 seconds. Extra point good. A 21-6 lead for the Bulldogs. And then Sechrist would find himself on back-to-back touchdowns for the Bulldogs. First one from 3 yards out. Came with 1:49 to go in the first half. 10 plays, 55 yards. Extra point good. 28-6 lead for the Bulldogs. Sechrist's next one, another 3-yard touchdown run. Just a 1-play drive, extra point good, and it was 35-6 at the end of the first half. Be no scoring in the third quarter, but back-to-back touchdowns by Jersey Shore. Another one by Sechrist, 5 yards out. Came with 11:09 to go in the game. 3 plays is all it took from 25 yards out. The extra point good and 42-6 lead for the Bulldogs. And Harrod would get the final touchdown run from 1 yard out for Jersey Shore with 3:29 to go in the game. That was an 11-play drive going 77 yards. Took 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Extra point good, and it's a 49-6 lead with 3:29 to go in the game. And that would be all the scoring as the Jersey Shore Bulldogs come away with a 49-6 lead, 49 unanswered points. Jersey Shore improves to 3-0. They have Shamokin next week, while the Selinsgrove Seals go on the road to take on the Central Mountain Wildcats, looking for their first win of the season. We go to Ryan and talk about the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. And, you go back to what was happening early on. Selinsgrove doing a lot of good things in the past game. They got the early score, felt pretty good about themselves. Some things started to shift, and things turned sour. And, as we say, there was a play in there. That's the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game.
For me, I think it was right before half there where it looked like Jersey Shore was going to end up using 3 timeouts to get the ball back. Selinsgrove rolling out there, and Amato didn't know the pressure was coming from behind, the fumble, and then it was just 1 play from 5 yards to touchdown. I think that scenario of the sack fumble and the 1 5-yard touchdown run, I think that's your backbreaker play of the game.
I'd agree with you, and so would John Bodinger. He gives us his candidate as the fumble that led to the short touchdown for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. So that is the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Shamokin Dam Health Center offering medical care, chiropractic care, rehabilitation, and more. Call 570-743-4333. That's the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Take a look at other games we were keeping an eye on throughout, as we talked about Shamokin pulling away from Shikellamy, leading that one 40-7. Warrior Run all over Midwest, 48-13, the last updated. Troy up on South Williamsport, no problems there. Loyal Sock, no problems with Hughesville. Southern Columbia shutting out Milton 35-0. Mount Carmel had pulled it within 6 points of Mifflinburg, but Mifflinburg now leads 41-20. Montoursville leading Danville. Danville looking at going 0-3 on the season. They trail 17-7. Bloomsburg comes back with 2 touchdowns. They now lead Lewisburg 28-18. Williamsport all over Central Mountain 42-0. So next week we'll get a battle between the Seals and Central Mountain. Both teams looking to get their first win of the year. That one's a final as Williamsport beat the Wildcats 42-0. Also a final, Lime Mountain shuts out Juniata 28-0. Ryan, we take this thing on the road next week. Head to Central Mountain, and Central Mountain has a local restaurant there that we plan to visit if we can. Kurt's Smoking Ribs. Sean Carey introduced us to that restaurant many, many years ago, and we do our best to try to make our way to Kurt's Smoking Ribs, and that's what we're going to do next week as we make our way in. It's going to be a pregame for victory for the Seals.
Oh, the brisket. Oh, the brisket. We do got to give credit to Sean. Maybe he can join us.
Yeah, man.
If you're listening, Sean, give us a call.
Stop in. We get some Kurt Smoking Ribs. Stats been handed to us by the stat man, Zach Showers. Obviously not faring well for the Selinsgrove Seals as they lose 49-6. 22 first downs for the Jersey Shore, only 9 for Selinsgrove. 264 yards rushing to Selinsgrove's 84. 95 yards passing by the Seals, 166 for Jersey Shore. So total yards, Jersey Shore, 430 yards of offense. Selinsgrove, 179. Jersey Shore did have 8 penalties for 61 yards. Selinsgrove, just 2 penalties. Selinsgrove did have 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and the fumble. Jersey Shore had just the 1 fumble. Individual numbers for the sophomore quarterback for Jersey Shore, 14 for 20, 166 yards for Pauling. His main target, Watkins, 7 catches for 91 yards. Also got 5 catches from Ryan, 5 catches for 65 yards. Rushing department, Sechrist, 21 carries, 117 yards, 3 touchdowns. Harrod had 16 carries for 93 yards. He had 2 touchdown rushes for Jersey Shore. For Selinsgrove, rushing department, Rice, 19 carries, 45 yards. Jess Maria, 2 carries, 26 yards, had the lone touchdown on the night for the Seals. For Rocco Amato, 7 for 19, 95 yards with the 2 interceptions. Teese gets 4 catches on the night for 45 yards. Jake Bettle, 2 catches for 43 yards. And Neidick, 1 catch on the night for 7 yards. Ryan, wrapping things up here. Again, you try to pull positives out. You're always a glass half full kind of guy, and shut them out in the third quarter. So go back and look at the third quarter and see what was different in that one. And maybe that will be a good way to boost them towards week 4.
And one way I look at it like this is you just got through your toughest stretch of the schedule, in my opinion. You're not going to have back-to-back games the rest of the year that are as difficult as what you just went through. Can you be better because of them? Absolutely. You're going forward. You're not going to get surprised by anyone's physicality. You're not going to get surprised by anybody's size. And you're not going to get surprised by anyone's pace of game. So there was a lot they saw here in the last 2 weeks. Can they be better for it? I believe so. I hope so. And they're going into a game next week, which I would think they're probably going to be favored. It is on the road, tough place to play. Not the greatest venue for us to call a game, but we're going to be there. We're going to support them and, just continue to watch this Selinsgrove team grow. And again, I mean, I can go through this and pick out a bunch of good things I saw tonight that they were able to do against a really good Jersey Shore team.
Hoping they come out healthy, feeling good after a tough 2-game lineup, 2-game schedule, as you mentioned, last week Twin Valley and tonight against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Again, Selinsgrove falls tonight 49-6 to the Bulldogs to fall to 0-3, Jersey Shore at 3-0. Next week, as we mentioned, the Seals will be on the road at Central Mountain. Catch Seals game day with me, Pat O'Brien, and Ryan Brandt starting at 6, followed by the kickoff at 7 on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Remember, you can catch Penn State Nittany Lion football each Saturday on Eagle 107. Hear all the live play-by-play action of the Penn State Nittany Lions. So for Zach Showers, our stat guy, Rick Erdman, our producer on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Also for Karsten Pryor, running cameras up on the roof here. We appreciate all their work. And Ryan Brand. I'm Pat O'Brien saying thanks for joining us tonight's Seals football game on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate all your work. All right. Bye-bye.